Yo, good morning. How are you guys? Mhm. You guys hear me okay this morning? People yesterday were saying that I was a little bit quiet, so I just want to double check before I get too far in. I was trying to mess with the settings last night, but I'm not sure if I fixed it or if I made it worse. Good morning. Good morning. All right, cool. Thank you. This is going to be a wild morning looking at these charts. I'm going to trade MNQ this morning. Micros in, I'm in TopStep. So I was going to show you guys. I have these are two brand new accounts. You can see here they're 50,000 brand new on the dot. They have no P&L, and it's how you do that. Just so you in case you guys are curious, if you come into your settings, you can actually go to copy trading right here if you have multiple accounts. I have one account, this one right here. I'm not copy trading because I'm kind of messing around with new strategies. Um, so people are I'm I keep getting people reaching out to me like, "Hey, you should try this. Like, uh, you should try this strategy." And so, I'm I'm trying it on this one, but I definitely don't like it. But I'm open-minded, so I'm trying to keep that going. So, anyways, I have this account right here and this one following it, and they're both brand new. So I can show you this. The F is for follower on here. This one's at 50,000 brand new, and then this one's at 50,000 brand new. But so what I was saying is, if you look at this chart, it's probably going to be a wild day. If you look at what MNQ is doing this morning, started at 25.82 back at like an hour ago, and it's down to or $150 already. So it's going to be, we'll see, we'll see what happens. Hey, that's awesome to hear with that fair value gap indicator recovered a loss of $170. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, it's been a week. So I can show you guys. Oh, actually, I'm gonna wait because market just opened. I didn't even look at the time. So I'm gonna wait just a second and let this 5 minute candle go probably, and then I'm gonna throw in to QuantCrawler. But I'm on the new QuantCrawler this morning. So right here, and it's almost ready to go. Um, Also, I was gonna tell you guys I'm running. I'm trading NQ this morning. I'm doing MNQ though, the micro, because I'm on these top step accounts. I don't want to risk too much, and this volatility right here is crazy in just an hour. But I am doing MNQ this morning. Um, I have Trading View up just so I can see the fair value gaps and the indicators I normally use, which are up here, because I can't get those in Top Step. So I have Trading View running here. I have Quant Crawler running here, and then we have Top Step over here where we're going to copy trade two accounts. But I'm going to let the first 5 minute candle close before I do anything this morning at least, and then just kind of see how it's looking, see if Quant Crawler gives me anything worthwhile, and then kind of go from there. And then also too, just to let you guys know, there may be a couple minutes this morning where I need to step away because it's only 6:30 Pacific time, and it's one of my daughters. It's her 12th birthday this morning, so I'm gonna have to give her a hug and tell her to have a good day. And so I'll be stepping away for like 2 to 3 minutes, probably in like 45. But I'm just gonna leave the stream running, and because we'll be on a trade by then, I hope. Yeah, Snowman, I wanted to yesterday, but I've been working so hard trying to build Quant Crawler, and I thought yesterday when I ended the live stream I had it ready to go, and then I broke it. So I essentially rebuilt this whole entire thing. I was up till midnight last night trying to get this ready, And yeah, I want to do Asia session though, because Asia session gold is where I've made the most money. But um, that my goal was to do it yesterday, but then I broke this. Hey, I appreciate that, Life. Thank you. I'll let her know the YouTube universe is on board with her birthday today. All right, let's get back to these charts. Oh, why I have this on here? Mhm. All right, so I'm just kind of sitting here waiting for this first 5 minute candle. While I'm waiting on that, I know there's also, I think is what I need to do in the future is I need to stream directly through YouTube instead of running it over through OBS because I can tell that there's a delay, like a pretty sizable delay. So, gonna have to figure that part out as well. And it's not in the settings. I looked to see if I put any delays on and I didn't. So, still figuring out the live streaming. This is only number two, so it may take me a session or two to figure it out, but I will figure it out. Gosh, this chart stresses me out. Like I do not like trading this when it's like this. Like if you look at the 30-minute chart, like when you zoom out and look at the bigger like overall picture of what's going on, I mean this is just boom 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 boom. I just don't like it. But that doesn't mean we're not going to be able to make a play here. But it doesn't mean we have to either. So, yeah, it is right into a 4 hour. I didn't look at the 4 hour this morning. Yeah, this is crazy right here. Hopefully just well, I don't know. I don't know what I hope. I guess if it goes down that means we're not doing too well. All right. We got our first 5 minutes, so let's see. Let me just mark out what this is telling me here on MNQ. Oh, sorry. 25,684. Mark that one. 25,684. Gosh, I am all over the place. We'll go a little bit higher. 25,685. And 25,631, we'll call it. I'm going to mark these just for my own purposes. Even though I'm not trading the orb on this, I'm going to use QuantCrawler. I still want to have it just because I like to see it. All right. There's the 5 minute. Oops. We'll do the 15 as well. So this is the new QuantCrawler right here. I'll show you guys if you didn't see it yesterday. It's going to ask me what my risk to reward wants to be, what I want to make and what I want to spend. So I'm going to say 1 to 2. And we're going to risk $200. Yeah, Eric, I see that too. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. So QuantCrawler says a short price is below the moving averages and breaking below the opening range low, indicating bearish momentum. I added in this yesterday of like the top 100 tickers, like what the tick cost is and like per tick. So it will actually calculate on if you want to risk $200 or 200 points, it's going to set it for you on your stop loss and your take profit. So you don't have to guess on that anymore. So you're not outside of your range. So entry 25653. Let's wait and see if we hit it. It'll be right here at the bottom of this candle so far. Oh, shit. Yeah. Go 200, 400. So I didn't have, oh, this one did follow it exactly. Okay. So now we'll let it play out. Um, yeah, Jim, it'll be recorded. I'm not gonna take it down. So it'll be saved to the channel. If you can't watch the whole thing, you can reference it back anytime. Obey, how did I build the bot? With a lot of patience. You can use QuantCrawler right now on ChatGPT, Farua. It's on there. It's also on my website. If you guys go to my website, it's free. You just come right here to QuantCrawler, and then you click this, and it'll pull you into the bot on ChatGPT. But this one specifically right here, I'm building out right now. Should be out by tomorrow. If we hit 25.7 dynamics, yeah, it told me less than that. No, the link to ChatGPT is live, Peter, but the one I'm using right now is not because I'm trying to finalize it. I was mentioning earlier I broke it yesterday, so I had to essentially rebuild it last night. But oh, I didn't show you guys this. I'm gonna let this work for a minute. I'm not gonna stare at it. It's gonna stress me out. Um, if you guys didn't see it yesterday, this is the new thing that's going to be on the website. When you upload your charts, you fill all this out. When you're down here, you come down and say, I took this trade, and it says trade logged email sent to your inbox. So it's going to send it to you, um, and you guys could use it. I mean, honestly, technically, you guys right here could go to this domain and you would probably get in, but it may prompt you like there's a template like paywall up right now, but it gives you a free 30-day trial. Because I was saying earlier or yesterday that there is a cost for me to do this, and that number isn't finalized. So don't sign up for anything. Like, don't, it's not ready to go. Don't go sign up for it. But I mean, if you do, there's nothing I can do to stop you. But you're just going to create more work for me down the road if I have to adjust things. Um, but to each their own, whatever you want to do. Life to integrate it with live charts sounds like, from what I'm being told, based on the amount that ChatGPT has been used and compared to like kind of what projections would be from like what I can see how much people are using it, probably about $600 a month to have live charts integrated with the amount of API calls that are going out on it. So, yeah, Snowman, that's the best way to practice. Go into replay mode, just scroll back to a random day and then watch it play out. Like, just you could go like this. You can come in here to trading view, click replay, and then just go back to like July 10, and then do 9:30. That would be the New York session open. Do this, hit select, and then it takes you right back. This is 9:30 on July 10th, and you can be like, okay, this is right at market open. This is the first candle right here. You could mark out your opening range break. You could mark out whatever strategy you're using at this point, and then when you just click play, it'll just start, ticking through, and you can see here, you know, where your long and your short would have went, and you could set your long and long position, short position right here. So you could have went like this and just got absolutely smoked right out the gate, uh, type thing. So you can totally do that. I did that for a long time. I still do it when I'm looking at new strategies, but I have to kind of trick myself. I'm like, let's go back to like May 21st. What was I doing that day? Like, I don't remember what the market was doing. Set your time frame. It takes you back, and then you set your whatever you want. And yeah, so that's what you can do. Oops. And again, guys, sorry, I just want to tell you, sorry about the delay. Like, I know there's a delay. I don't know where it is, and this is only the second time I went live, so I have double checked to make sure I don't have a delay set or anything like that, but I think we're easily at like a 1, 2, maybe even a 3-minute delay, because I can see my OBS screen and I can see what YouTube is showing on mine here, and there's definitely a delay. So I will fix that. I don't know how, because none of my settings are set for that. I might not be able to stream in OBS, but I know a lot of people do. So there must be something in one of these platforms that's not working right. Yeah, Jim, Trader's Casa is good too. Already this morning, Keith? Farua, well, right now it's free for 30 days. And then I have to finalize whatever the price. Probably it's either going to be 4.99 or 9.99 a month, like under $10. It just depends on what the cost is going to be. Okay, 20 seconds. That's better than I thought it was. So I'm still going to fix it. I'd like to be as close to live as I can. That way, if you guys actually want to follow some of these, you're not getting different entries than me, which could be in your favor or not in your favor. But thank you. I appreciate that. That's awesome, Keith. Pre-market and open. Hell yeah, dude. That's I don't trade pre-market too often. I mean, you could have this morning. If you look at ES and NQ looked like garbage this morning on the 5 minute. It was like, if you would have went in right here, man, you'd be done for the day. Could be done for the week. So just so you guys know, this morning, depending on how this trade plays out, if this one takes a long time, um, we'll just do the one trade. If this one, the way we're trending right now, if we hit we're kind of right in the middle, but if we end up hitting our stop loss, um, we'll look for another one, but we're not going to gamble. So didn't trade during the drop. Damn, that's awesome, man. It's crazy on Yeah, there's a lot of money to be made if you know what you're looking for. But I'm just saying, if you would have traded during that drop, that would have been, yeah, Snowman. That's actually why I put myself on a monthly with TradingView, because they'll make their premium one like $40 for the year versus $40 a month. Like, they do wild stuff. Like 2 years ago, I think I think I paid like $59 for premium for like I think it was 6 months, and then the next year it was you got it for an hour or an hour. Gosh dang it! I was reading something in the chat. You got it for a year. Good morning, Sonny. What's going on? 5 minutes fire, bro. Used it yesterday and made over 1K. Johnny, I love to hear that, man. I don't take credit for the strategy. It's just what I use. So you can give that credit to the creator. I'm just glad I let you see it. I don't know who made the orb strategy, but I love them a lot. They've made me a lot of money. Yeah, Greg, there will be. There always is. There's a lot of things too, like on I think it was last year, TopStep did um they did buy one get one on funded accounts. I think it was TopStep. It might have been Apex, but $50 got you two $50,000 accounts. So that was cool. I loaded up on those then. Yeah, dope. That yeah, we were talking on that. That's crazy. Oh, and hey man, I was gonna tell you, thank you very much for your email yesterday. I spent some time thinking about that last night. I'm gonna get back with you today. I had a couple questions, but I just want to let you know I appreciate that. I have an idea that I was gonna send to you and see what your take is on it. Risha, I don't know. I've probably just been making money silently. That's probably where I was. Benji, I used that on Asia Session Gold both days at night. Well, not night, like 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern. I used QuantCrawler. I went into the full contract gold GC and used it on that. Made $1,300 one day, and then the next day made $1,700, and then had to make $300 more technically because I made more than $1,500 in one day. I had to prove consistency. So it was like 2 days and 2 hours. Hey, we're getting some good movement here. I thought right here we were about to be donezo. No, Benji, it should work anytime. I didn't even use it at the Asia Session Open. I've also just so you guys know, I don't recommend like this is not advice in any way, but I've used QuantCrawler to top tick gold at night and then went to sleep because I don't trade London session and I just put it into QuantCrawler on the Chat GPT version and set it with I was pissed off one night because I had lost a bunch on one account one day on a bad ES trade and I was like, I think I was down at like 49,000, and I knew at 48,000 the account was going to cancel, so I set $1,000 stop loss, and I went to sleep. And when I woke up the next morning, this was a couple months ago, when I woke up the next morning, it was up like $8,500. I just let it run all night long because I was mad. So, but I've had QuantCrawler privately on my computer for a while, and then I just put it on Chat GPT when it was built out. But I've ran it locally for probably a year and a half, 2 years. So that's why I know it works. So like when I get people in the comments that are like, "This is a horrible way to trade. You shouldn't do that." It's like I have used it. I've used this for 2 years. It's like I know it works more than someone scrolling by and being like, "This is a shitty way to trade." Like whatever. uh, I think that would be very hard with everything going on for me to digest what I think about that. But I think if that's your strategy and it's worked and you've been able, I explained this yesterday in a video. No matter what your strategy is, if you have a 1 to 2 risk to reward, even if you have more losing trades than winning trades, like in the month of October, I took 11 trades. I won 6 and I lost 5, and I still almost 4x'd my money because my risk to reward is 1 to 2. So you actually could you could take 15 trades and only win 6 of them and lose the other 9 and still be profitable if you're hitting a 1 to 2 risk to reward. So, I mean, you're not making a ton of money, but you're not losing money. So, you know, if that's your strategy, then I think it's awesome. If you know how to execute it, you can follow it and be patient with it, then absolutely. Um, Zuza, I'm not sure. I'd like to do it at least 2 days a week. But I've explained a couple times in videos that for me, I'm on the West Coast, so the market opens at 6:30 and I have 3 kids. So when they get up and everybody's moving around and um, we're trying to get the morning going. That can be a little tough, but I'd like to do at least 2 days a week. Trading Asia session in the afternoon is actually easier for me because it's in the afternoon. It's actually easier on my schedule to do that. How far have you back tested GC or NQ in time? In what sense? Like back tested what? Like back tested QuantCrawler? Or with QuantCrawler before I made the GPT, I back tested 500 different days. So, and some of that was my own, like, because I've been using it for a while, because I've had it locally. Um, like, ever since ChatGPT came out, I started building this. So, so I can tell you guys if we get to where we're up $200, I'm dragging this down to break even and gonna secure at least no loss in case it completely flips. So, this is kind of how I trade these. We're in account preservation. We're trying to get out of evaluation stage. So if it were a funded account ready to go and I had a strategy, so yeah, like right here, we're going to drag it down. Set both of these here. Oh, it did it on its own. I forgot about that. Um, Pretty much all of yeah, with like 250 days, pretty much all of 24, all of 25. I started using this in July of 20, gosh, was it 23? It wasn't 22. It had to be 23. Um so yeah, pretty much most of that, but also it wasn't just checking one ticker. Like I checked it with ES, I checked it with NQ, I checked it with gold, I checked it on platinum. So it's not like I didn't do 500 days of one stock specifically or futures. Money glitch. That's funny. There are so many people that do that, and they're like, "Shit, now what do I do?" They're like, "I got here, but now what do I do?" No, Web. So I the Chat GPT one is always going to be there and it's always going to be free. The only reason the one on the website would have a charge is because I have to pay for the API calls and everything like that. And the goal is not for me to lose money. I'm just doing it to break even. And the estimates from everybody that I've talked to pretty much is that it's going to cost me anywhere from $100 a month with hosting, with the API calls, up to potentially $2,000 a month if more than 100 people are using it and we integrate live charting. So, yeah, Johnny, get away. Just sit on your hands, man. Lock it up for the day. um, Probably releasing the new one, I hope tomorrow, but honestly, I don't want to be in too big of a hurry. It'll be ready before Monday. I think I think in any market it will perform because it if the market's going down, you're doing shorts. If the market's going up, you're doing long. I mean, every day there's opportunity. If it was a bear market and everything was, there's always ups and downs every day on micro scales. There's always ways to make money. It'll be more challenging, but there's always ways to do it. Yeah, Johnny, I probably will tomorrow. Um, this isn't a plan, but I would like to do Asia Gold this afternoon just because I've made some money there. So, hey, living, I appreciate that. And I try to be, hey, this is looking pretty good for us right now. I don't want to jinx it, but um, just did $400 with 4 accounts. More. Hey, Carlos, I appreciate that, and that's awesome. Just did $400 with 4 accounts. That's a fantastic day, man. Hang it up for the day. Yeah, Benji, there you go. $200 made, just like that. And we're just hanging out this morning. You know what? We're gonna be a little bit smart here. Let's at least get to 150 the way this is moving. Let's conserve at least 150. But I'm not gonna say it. You guys know what I'm thinking. I'm not gonna say it because if I say it, something will happen. No, you don't need to mark it. It'll be fine. It doesn't have to see it. It makes its own assumptions up on what's going on. Yeah, Ken, absolutely. I'm originally from Oregon, so I'm an Oregon native for the first 26 years of my life. So I unfortunately between the Blazers and the Mariners, I am committed to a lifelong sports depression. I think my best hope right now is the Ducks. If I can get a national championship, that may be the best one I get to see in my lifetime. However, the Blazers do look pretty good. We have a lot of good picks coming up, and we're really young. But I am committed to being sports depressed for like 99% of my life. Yeah, Ken, I used to live out in Cedar Hills. That was my right out by Nike. You guys seeing this, by the way? There it is. We did it. 400 bucks on 2 accounts. We're up $800 this morning, just like that. Live trading. There it is. All the people who say, "Oh, this doesn't work," is a horrible way to trade. Like, we're done. I mean, I thought I was going to be here all day talking to you guys, and this was just going to work out. I mean, I thought we were hanging out all day. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate that. I can't take too much credit though. I didn't do much. I just built this, and it told me what to do. Thank you, Kamal. I appreciate it. What is this QuantCrawler? Money glitch. So I'll show you. Yeah, Nike Campus Ken is it's like something you've never seen before. It doesn't exist anywhere else in the world. Luca, no, I haven't tried it with London session because I am I'm always asleep. I'm on the West Coast in the US, so London session opens at Jim. That's what I'm talking about. London session opens at like 11 or 12, I think for me. I'm already asleep. Jim, that's a day, man. Absolutely. Congrats. Steve, I appreciate that, but I still you guys know me from my videos. I don't take the credit, man. It's I appreciate it though. Thank you. Yeah, dynamics right here. We did this chat. This was, if you look up here in the top left, this was at 6:38 this morning. I uploaded the 15, 5, and 1. Said I want my risk to reward to be 1 to 2, and we're going to risk $200. And it told me the trade setup. It told me where to enter, what to set the stop loss at, and what to set the take profit at for a 1 to 2 risk to reward to make $400. It reconfirmed it here with the charts, told me that all the time frames were in agreement, gave me the key levels. I said, took this trade right here. It emails me this so I can track it and journal it. And I just followed what it said right here, went in, and we have two accounts. We have this one, and we have this one right here, up up $400 a piece. So we're up $800 this morning. It's 7:05 my time. Thank you, PSP. It was nice, great trade for QuantCrawler. Meta, that's awesome. Automated live system would be cool. Yeah, it would be cool. You're welcome, Web. Yeah, Steve, let me know. My email is available. It's just automatewithaaron@outlook.com. Let me know how it goes on London session. I don't get a lot of feedback on London session. I think most people do Asia and New York. Hey, look at this though on the chart, guys. It told us stop loss right here, or our take profit was, let's mark it. What was it? 25453. So I want to see if it almost calls the bottom here, because we would have been really close. If we would have been more greedy, set it down here, and this thing corrects right here, we would have been, that'd be crazy. Sorry guys, let me catch up on chat. I'm sorry. Yeah, Steve, absolutely, man. I'm glad you're here. Michael, love to trade Asia session with you. I'm gonna try and get on for Asia session. Oh my gosh, Asia session today. But if we're gonna trade like that, I want to figure out the delay, the lag. There's a delay on the screen right here between OBS and YouTube. So you guys may have to just suffer through it with me here this afternoon while I try and figure out the tech stuff. So I think I just may need to do it directly through YouTube so there isn't so much lag. I think I'm about 20 to 30 seconds behind, which may just be the case. And I just need to be mindful of that. Um, you're welcome, Braveheart. Absolutely. Put in the charts around 11:30 and told it trade in the afternoon session. It's been very accurate. Greg, that's awesome. Yeah, I've had good results with it, man. I know some people have said it doesn't work, or they like to tell me it doesn't work. I have a couple people tell me it's a horrible way to trade, but you can think it's a horrible way to trade, but we're making money, so there's nothing horrible about that. If I wanted to take more trades today with QuantCrawler, would it be better to wait some time and then ask him again, or just switch ticker? Benji, you can do, you could take more trades if it calls it, but just remember, I mean, if you took a trade and you're already up, I wouldn't go crazy unless you're just like, you feel like you have to get another one. But if you're already up, like we're up $800, I'm not going to trade again until Asia session. Oh, here's another thing I meant to tell you guys this. Up here, when you're in TopStep, um, when you're done for the day, if you go into another trade and you lose, and then you're like, I'm gonna revenge trade and get it back, you can click this button right here, manual lockout, and then you can click all day. Or custom, you can pick like, hey, lock me out for 6 hours so you have to get away. You can't make trades and lose what you did today. Benji, I'm not calling you out on that or saying that for any specific reason. Don't think I am. You said that, and then I remembered. I'm like, if I made another trade today, I'd probably lose it, so I should lock myself out. Yeah, Joanne, that's awesome. First trade using your strategy in TP 337. Thank you for sharing. You're welcome. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Farua, don't do that just yet because you'll get a 30-day trial, and then guys, the price isn't set on that. The website says 9.99. It's probably not going to be $10. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's not going to be more than that. I just have to figure out like the projections. If Because like I said, if 200 people are using it, it's going to cost, and we implement live trading with all the API calls and everything that's going to happen there, it's probably going to cost me about $2,000 a month. So if 200 people are using it at $10 a month, I'm break even. Like I'm not making money. So um, I have to figure out what that number looks like, and I have to project it because I can't say like, oh, only 20 people are going to use it right now, so it only needs to be 4.99, because then when 300 people are using it, or 400 or 500 people are subscribed and using it, everybody can't be at $5 because then the cost is going to be like 10 grand a month. I've, 500 people using it to make $2,500. I'm losing 7,500 a month. So we do live sessions walking through everything from sign up to top step basics. Yeah, Web, I can do that. I have a video out on that too, um, of exactly how it's a 21-minute video of like, if you know nothing and want to get started, this is how you would get started. I think that came out 2 days ago, but I'd be happy to do it live as well. That's not a problem. I can do that. Actively testing your quant crawler. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Absolutely. Thank you. And thank you for the feedback on the videos. Andy, 1K. There we go. Yeah, we would have absolutely raked in cash if we would have been on the full NQ contract. I just don't trade NQ that much. I just know a lot of people do. So I went on the micro because of the way the chart looked this morning with that massive drop. Yeah, Medulla, what's your question? Yeah, disagreeable. We traded micro NQ this morning and went up 800 bucks, 400 on each account. We just did the read right here that it called out on a short, and each account, we got this one up 399, we got this one up 399. They're just copy trading each other, and yes, we're up 800 in total this morning. That sucks though, man. I'm sorry you got cooked. You had a good day the other day though. We talked about that. Gracie, you're gonna get 30 days free, no matter what, and then yeah, so you'll get 30 days free, and you can at least test it on this version when that comes out. But also, guys, just so you know, I'm not taking down the Chat GPT version. That one's always going to be there. You don't have to use this one. I just am getting it on its own standalone website in case something happens to the GPT on Chat GPT. This one is going to be more advanced. It's more technical. You can journal stuff. You can have these emailed to you immediately, like click the button and it just says, this has been emailed to you right here, sent to your inbox. So you can see the trades you took, or if you see this and you're like, I don't know if I want to do this or not, you click did not take, and it also sends you that so you can just track it later. And I'll show you guys what those emails look like. Can you, in theory, build your own trading model with QuantCrawler by feeding AI? You don't really need to use QuantCrawler. If you have the ability to do that, you can just build your own. You can do it in ChatGPT or Claude if you have the know-how. Um, Matterman trades. Yeah, that's the next. That I was talking about that a little bit earlier. Getting the API integrations with bar chart. is what I'm trying to do right now, but it's figuring out how many usage or how much the usage is going to be, and what the cost would be. Because right now it sounds like starting out minimum would be at least $500 a month, and just have to kind of figure that out. Ludi, not every day because I got kids and it's early here. It's only 7:15 on the West Coast, so they're getting ready to get out for the day. Um, Prestige, it's not live yet. I mean, if you guys watch this back and went to that website link that's on there, it'll it would probably work. But when I'm moving things around on it today, it'll probably kick you out, and then it'll make you log in, sign up, do the free trial, and all of that. So I mean, you could probably get into it right now, but eventually today or tomorrow, it's going to kick you out. Good morning, honey. YouTube says good morning. Good day. We live traded. We're up 800 bucks already today. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a couple other people are up a couple thousand. It's not betting. She goes, you should bet like them. He's over here thinking we're gambling and playing games. Yeah, I appreciate that, Andy. It's not gonna be a crazy cost. I mean, if anyone else, I feel like if anyone else built this, they're gonna be like, it's $79 a month. It's like, I mean, I'm looking at like $10. The Vercel one is, well, it's gonna switch over. Like the URL is gonna change. Um, it's gonna be a 30-day trial, and then most likely around $10. And that's just because I'm paying for the API calls and the hosting and the integrations and the website and all that. And I'm just not trying to lose money. Um, I'm not trying to make a bunch of money. I'm not worried about that. Prestige, the Chat GPT one will always be free to use. I'm not taking that down. For Ruin, no, there's no limit. You can do whatever you'd like. Gracie, unfortunately, I don't really have a strategy. My Asia session strategy is QuantCrawler. Yeah, I can do $10. Yeah, we're not. Uh, I'm not charging people $99 a month. It's gonna be like even even worst case. Like let's say it gets to 1,000 users and the price has to go up. Anybody who pays $10 now, if it has to go up to $15 in the future to support the level of people interacting with it, the new people who don't get in early are gonna have to pay the difference. It's just what it is. Like I said a couple times, the goal is to just like, I want everybody to make money using it, but I don't want to lose money so everybody can make money. Because then the only one losing in that scenario is me, and I'm the one who built it. So just being honest with you. Oh, Jim, that's awesome. I love to hear that. I'm glad you and your son are doing it too. That's cool. I didn't trade with the orb this morning because the goal was to just use QuantCrawler. Probably Enzo, just because it's seen that that's the risk. It's seen that there's a resistance or a support level somewhere, and it wants that there. Or honestly, I mean, we're talking about it's AI. It could have just misread it. Like, you guys have to keep in mind too, if you're on the 1 minute chart like this and you zoom out like this right here and you try to give it the chart, like I can't read that. Um, I mean, the only way I can tell is to like be like, oh, 25789 on the right, but like ChatGPT can't do that. It can't read that. So like you have to be, as long as your screenshots are realistic like this, I mean it can read that, but if you're out like this and be like, why is it wrong? I was like, well, look at the chart. I mean, look at what you gave it right here. It can't see the micro bounces in between. So when you're on the 1 minute and stuff like that, you have to give it context within reason. 4 for 5 using QuantCrawler. That's awesome. And the best thing about that is if you're 4 for 5 and you have a 1 to 2 risk to reward, you should be heavily up money, whatever your bracket is, whether it's $20 or whether you're doing $2,000 as your risk. If you're getting a 1 to 2 rewards, I mean, a lot of times when I do the orb, if it's really running good, I'll do like a 1 to 3. Just depends on how I'm feeling that day. Let's look at gold. Let's just see what gold's doing this morning. It was up over 4,000. What'd I do? Oh, it was up over 4,000 this morning. This is this is what bothers me. When I woke up this morning, I was laying in bed. I couldn't sleep. It was like 5:15 my time, and I looked at the chart and I saw gold up here, and I'm like, this is coming down. And I almost did what I never do and log in on my phone and just set a short on my main brokerage account. And if I would have, I had my stop loss ready to go at 40.30, and it just would have went. I woulda, coulda, shoulda. Question: do we need to add any indicator to make QC have more accurate results? I don't think so. It's not supposed to take any of those into account, but I don't think I can deny that it probably picks up on it. Um, but these are the ones I have here: VWAP, volume, and then just EMAs. I'm not running anything else. So, um, I'll be right back, guys. I got to go do a couple quick things. I'm gonna just let this run for a second, but I will be back in like 2 minutes. I'm just gonna mute the mic and leave it running. Give me 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. Um, okay, we're caught up on that. Yeah, Gracie, there's a bunch of people in the videos that I've posted have used it, and then a couple people, if you scroll up in the chat this morning, they've all used it and made money this morning. All right, let's look at let's just plug this into QuantCrawler. Let's see what it says here. We'll do like a I don't know if I'm actually gonna take this or not, but let's see what it says and then we'll mark it out. And bye, Ash. Have a good day. Happy birthday. I love you. You're welcome. She's just leaving for school. Birthday. Hey, Tomas, I appreciate that. Thank you for subscribing. Does it work with Forex pairs? Yeah, it'll work with anything with a chart. I get a lot of questions on if it'll work on crypto, and I've traded Bitcoin with it before. But like meme coins and stuff like that, small cap stuff is going to be really, really tough. Okay, let's run through this. My risk to reward, let's say 1 to 3 on gold, and I'm willing to risk, let's say $100. We may take this. We might not. I mean, we're up. We're up $800 in total. Sorry, the neighbor was honking at my wife in the driveway. Not like that. Like she was backing up, and I thought she almost hit him. Excuse me. Okay, this is what it's saying. Micro gold short. Current price 3997. Trend indicates bearish momentum with a recent pullback. 15-minute bearish bias. Confirmed bearish trend. Currently consolidating below moving averages. So entry at 3997. We're there right now. Stop loss 4007. Take profit. All three in agreement. A reversal above the stop loss could invalidate the trade. Risk level appropriate for this setup. Do we take it? What do you guys think? Do we take it this morning? Go back to the 1 minute. Let's look at it. If you guys want to do another trade, we'll do one more, but I'm not going to do more than 100. I'm willing to show you guys if you want to see it, but I don't want to lose what we've already gained today. All right, we'll take it. You guys waited too long. I made up my mind. we'll see. With CFD prop accounts, cool. I don't know what CFD prop accounts is. Is that? Am I missing something? Am I missing an opportunity here, Andy? Yeah, I've never heard of CFD before. I didn't know. Yeah, I've never heard of them before. Oh, I got you. Okay. So I'll tell you guys while this is kind of playing, because if I just sit here and watch the chart, I just go silent and I just get consumed watching it move. The goal with this one here is with the website itself is when you come down here and you click took this trade or did not take this trade, if you actually do it and you click it in every chat, this isn't going to be available right away when I push this out, because I just want to get people using this one if they want to, because it's better than the GPT version. Is this will email you if you took the trade or did not take the trade, and then on the back end on like your user portal that you're going to have, you'll be able to see if you confirm the trade that you took it, then you go in and confirm if it was profitable. Then at that point, it will start to calculate your wins and losses. But the other thing you can do as well is take these emails, put them into a folder within your email. You can then talk to ChatGPT or whatever AI you use. You can then have that data exported out and have it calculate if you took the trade, if you did not take the trade, if it was successful. You have to tell it if it was successful. But kind of to help you with journaling and then be like, all right, I took this trade and it worked. Why did it work? Oh, it's because I followed exactly what this was, or I maybe entered at a different point. I set my stop loss at a different point, more aggressive, less aggressive. Same with the take profit, just to kind of help with note taking. Like, because if you have a month where you're like, hey, I did really well in October, why did November suck? And it's like, well, because in November I got a little bit too loose. I wasn't following what I should. I didn't have enough. Like, and this isn't meant to be used as like, this is not a trading strategy. Using QuantCrawler is not a trading strategy. But using it to reaffirm what you're seeing, it can be used as a factor there. Is the website down? This one isn't live. I mean, this one technically is live. Like if you went to it right now, it might let you in. It may prompt you to pay. It may prompt you to sign up. I broke it yesterday, so I just got into it so I could use it this morning and show you guys. But it may work right now, but it's going to kick you out no matter what later today when I turn it off because I have to work on the code. Successful human, no, not it's not ready yet, but it should be by it'll be ready by Monday. Yeah, okay, it's because it's not set up to work yet. It's too early. I just kind of forgot when I went on here that you guys could see the URL. But it's not ready to use yet. So, yeah, it's my fault. I used it on MBT, like micro Bitcoin in TopStep and in on my brokerage account. Yeah, Clipster, it's people are having success with it. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm getting around 70% win rate with QuantCrawler plus order block on gold. Yeah, that's if you were winning 70% of the time with a 1 to 2 risk to reward, you're making a lot of money. If you're just doubling your money and not like you're not shooting for 1 to 5, 1 to 4, you're just getting a 1 to 2. Um, you're making such good money on any scale, right? Like which brokerage account do I use? Coinbase. I just use Coinbase because it's where um I just got into crypto early, and so it's where, yeah, it's where I've always operated for the most part when it became a thing. This morning it said to go long and everything tanked. I don't know how it would have said to go long if just looking at the chart. What chart were you looking at? Because I mean, gold, I guess, yeah, gold would have said that, but like any other chart, like MNQ, the whole market was down this morning. Clipster, I before I took it with QuantCrawler, with what I've personally used it on over the last year or so, because I've had this locally on my computer for a while. Um, I tested 500 and it had a 77% win rate, but that was just spot checking stuff as well. So, yeah, Glory, that's the goal. Just help people. You know, there's enough to go around. And I was kind of explaining that yesterday with trading. It's not like I don't get when people hide stuff behind a paywall because it's not like it's a product. You're not competing with anybody. You're competing with the market. So like if me and Webb go into this at the exact same time, we're either both winning or both losing. Like if there's no like I'm gonna win and he's gonna lose. If we do the exact same call, we're both gonna win or we're both gonna lose. So I just don't get why like it's not like you're selling a proprietary product where it's like, oh, if you get access to this, then you might be able to run me out of business. Like, no, we're trading. Um, Web, it works like you get to keep the first $10,000 on your account as a whole. So when you get to a funded account and you're out of the evaluation stage, you get to keep up to $10,000. That's not $10,000 per account, like 10,000 here, 10,000 here, 10,000 here. It's $10,000 for your login, your user essentially. And then after that, it's a 90-10 split. You keep 90 and they keep 10%. And they pay you out I think you can pay out every 8 days. Yeah, Andy, this MGC should mirror GC. It's just the tick size of the contract. They were all random trades at different times, mainly between Asia, London, and New York, and they were different tickers too, ES, NQ, Gold. It wasn't just one ticker consistently. Thank you, Successful. I appreciate that. Thank you for the compliment. It means a lot to me. I just try to do good. Try to do good and help. Oh yeah, yeah. XAU, yeah, that's paired to the dollar. I no, I'm not gonna do meme stuff. No way. So I'm gonna bring this down to like $50 at this point, just because it's moving pretty well, and I don't think we're gonna get stopped out. I'm trying to get this to 50, but I really got to work for it. My goodness, what is going on? I don't want $51. I want $50. Now I'm just being petty. You guys seeing this? It's too early for me to be dealing dealing with that. $51 it is. Done for the day on ES Prop Evals 4K skip. That dude, that's a hell of a day. Congrats. Be done. Walk away. Don't don't try and get more. You're already good. It's good for scalping. You could probably use it for scalping. I think you could pretty much use it for whatever you want. Just tell it what you're wanting to do. Yeah, Asia, you're welcome. Keith, that's awesome. Reanalyzed, took another trade with ES and made 747, passed my evaluation. Yeah, Snowman, they're going down. They have been going down. I just got an email. If you guys weren't in the chat yesterday, I a mortgage broker, have been for 15 years. I do this now, but I still have my license and everything. So yeah, they're gonna go down. They're gonna go down again. It sounds like they're like 95% sure they're going down again before the end of the year, and then they'll go down in spring, right before the buying season picks back up again. So it's good for homeowners. Not good for home prices though. Skip the anti-guru. I should change my name to that. Aaron the anti-guru. That's funny. Uh, yeah. Thank you, Keith. Any inherent risk using prop funded account versus just staking on money? Yeah, just the risk of your money. I look at it like this: if you get a evaluation account with TopStep and you spend $50, $49 to get, actually, there's a promo code out where you can get it for $29. Um, the code is onward40, ONWARD, all caps 40 on TopStep. You can get your account for like, it's like 80% off or something like that. Sorry, I was just reading Disagreeable's chat. I'll come back to that in just a second. But yeah, on the risks are, if you lose $2,000 of your own money, it's gone. If you lose $2,000 on a TopStep account, you just reset the account for $50 and go at it again. Once you're out of the evaluation stage, which takes most people, most people don't pass the evaluation. Just so you guys know, it doesn't have a high win rate. Most people fail it. That's how these prop firms make their money with TopStep. But yeah, you lose your own money. Disagreeable, NQ and GC bull dropping usually don't move together. Yeah, they usually don't. So it's weird to see both of them in a decent downtrend on the same day, because they normally, people are pulling out of the market and moving to gold, which is supplementing. So gold, they're moving into things like that, or gold is tanking and the market's doing well because people are reallocating their funds elsewhere. So yeah, it is a strange day to see them both moving together like this. Kind of weird. How accurate has QuantCrawler been lately on your trades? Accurate. I mean, we're up $800 today. We're $400 on each of these accounts, because I have this account here and then this one here that it's following. We're up 400 on the first one, and then this one's up 85 right now on this call. So, I mean, we'll be up $800 on the day. Skits, I started at I was a little bit late. I wanted to start at 6:15 a.m. Pacific time, but it was more like 6:20 to 6:25. Lamers, possibly. It depends on how late I'm up working on QuantCrawler website. I was up till midnight last night and then tried to, I just couldn't sleep, woke up. So eventually I'm going to hit a wall, but I'm hoping I can make it through today and tomorrow and then get to the weekend. I'll catch up on some sleep. Vid, I am doing great. How are you doing this morning? We're up $800. So we're doing pretty good. Keith, 5 for 5, killing it today. You guys need to go trade with Keith. I'm 1 for 1, 2 for 2 pending. Yeah, $800 trading micros is great. That's awesome. What a day. Everybody's making money today. No, I do, Snowman. I do. I have my licenses, but I have a team. So the team, I bring files in, and then they get handed over to the team, and they take them from there. So I've done it for 15 years. So we have a pretty good system down. And believe it or not, it's actually kind of funny. I've done it for 15 years, and then about 4 years ago, my mom decided she wanted to do it. So my mom is my right hand lady, and she kind of followed me into it. Poor lady. Because once you get into real estate, it's hard to get out. Um, oh, nice. Yeah. Depending on, we don't have to get into it here, but you can email me. Again, my email's automate with Aaron at Outlook. But in the business finance world, depending on what tier that is, I've actually ventured more into commercial stuff lately. So that has been, I don't know if that ties in with what you do, but I've been doing more businesses in commercial land. Like we're getting ready to close on a $55 million ground up construction build in California here probably in January. Those things take some time, but that's what we've been working on. So doing good, man. Working, but I could use some distraction. Yeah, well, Have fun. Watch away. 1 for 1 today on orb advice. That's awesome. Yeah. What's that all about? Hmm? Good. Just trading away. Other people are making more money than me today. We're just quant crawlering around. Yeah, let's go um look at this one this morning and see. Yeah, see, if I would have done my orb strategy this morning on ES or micro ES, you mark out, I'll give you guys a rundown of it. 5-minute opening range break, chops around, drops below, kind of definitely corrects here, candle up here, and then big fair value gap that would have been created on this candle closure. And then right here, if you were really patient, when I see the fair value gap like this and it starts dropping, I normally would have went in on the body of this candle. And it's how I can determine that is if you're on the 5-minute, you go to the 1-minute and you see where it's starting to tick down. You can see that I guess we would have been back here. Because on the 5-minute, it's one big 5-minute cluster. The 1-minute, obviously 5 of these make up one. So I would have seen, okay, here we go. There's the drop. 1, 2, 3, 5. 4 of these 5 candles are all bearish. So I wouldn't have really hesitated if that were trending that way. And then I would have put my stop loss. Let's say, even if I got in at the bottom of this one, I would have put it right here. And then this would have defaulted to my $500 to my take right here. So yeah, I mean, I would have probably set to the bottom of the stop loss zone, targeted 2 to 1, 1 to 2, putting about right here. We would have clipped out. So yeah, it would have been up 1,000. And that would have been working the opening range break, fair value gap confirmation. And I always set my stop loss, or try to at least, unless, it's crazy. I try to set it right here. So I guess actually I would have ticked out, so it wouldn't have worked. I would have actually lost looking at this candle before I hit here. So maybe good thing I was doing this. SBA, owner occupied deals. Yeah, that's awesome. I know a couple people that do that. Well, I shouldn't say that. I know a couple people that try to do what you do. They don't do it successfully, but they try really hard. Yeah, Skits, the discount code for TopStep is Onward40. It's ONWARD, Onward, all caps, 40. It was working over the weekend at least, or Monday. I used it Monday night on these 2 accounts. Both my Visa cannot pay with Stripe. For QuantCrawler's state not suitable. Oh yeah, because it's in a test environment, so it'll deny everything. It's not set up to take payment because I'm still working on it, so it's not really live. I mean, it is live, but Skip, no, I am not around Seattle. I am well, you would know if I say this in the area. I'm more in the eastern Washington area, but I'm not in Washington. I'm more up north, that area, but yeah. I'm closer to eastern Washington and up north. How do you find how do you find did you try other chatbots? Feed? No, well, actually, I mean, just in general, I use ChatGPT and I use Gemini. Gemini through Google is the best for image generation. Creatively, I think Gemini is by far the best out there. I mean, unless you're using stuff like Midjourney and all that, but Gemini is by far leaps and bounds above for creating images and things like that. And then I use ChatGPT a lot, and I use Claude a lot as well. Claude I use for technical stuff. I think it's the best coding. Can you do another example of how you ask for the analysis? Yeah, totally. Yeah, Ultron, my email. I'll just put it on the bottom of the. I'll just edit this text and It'll be on the bottom of the screen. Farua, yeah, we're in just like a micro right now, if that's what you mean. Long NQ 25349 entry. Hmm. It's got to come back, right? Vid, no. I actually though, it's funny that you say that because when I actually considered going out and buying a MacBook just for the ability of using Atlas so I could have it overlay onto my charts and talk to it and then find a way to integrate QuantCrawler in ChatGPT to just analyze what it was seeing on the chart live. But then I'm like, I don't need to go spend $1,600 on a computer just to do that when by the time I do it, they'll probably roll it out to Windows. Um, but now that I didn't do it, it probably won't come out on Windows for like a year or something stupid. But the minute I go buy a Mac, it'll roll out everywhere. That's how it'll work for me. Have you used it on GPT Atlas? Skits, yeah. I'm not when I do these, when the live videos are going, they automatically post and stay public. So yeah, you'll be able to watch it anytime. This one might take a while. Yeah, skits normally like yesterday when I ended the live, I think it took like 45 minutes to an hour, and then it processed through and moved it up to HD is what it said it was doing, and then it was posted. So it's not like immediately available, but it will be. Oh yeah, Andy, I could do that too. I just didn't know if it was worth the trouble of setting up all of that for just GPT Atlas. I hadn't really seen much feedback on it. Yeah, I thought the same. Yeah, I was ready to go, and then I'm like, $1,600. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. But I still, though, I still stand by it. It's like the minute I go buy a Mac to use it, they'll release it on. Maybe I should just go do that, and then I could just return it. Vid, yeah, I have not. I haven't tried anything with AI and screen sharing. Not because I'm against it or anything. I just haven't tried it. I really wanted the Chat GPT one, but um, yeah, I'm just waiting. It's so weird to me when I look at like I have YouTube up the studio on this other screen that you guys can't see, and on that screen it's telling me where the chat is at, like where the video is like where I just got up to uh go give my daughter a hug and tell her happy birthday, and that was like 30 minutes ago. So on YouTube Studio it says I'm like 30 minutes behind. Yeah, Andy, that'd be great. I'm gonna go get some more coffee. I'll be right back. I'm gonna let this work for a minute. Alrighty. I don't know if this one's going to go stale or not. I'm going to move this down to just to break even so we don't lose money. If it runs back up, it'll just clip us out. If not, it'll go down. But at least we're secure to where we're not losing cash. Disagreeable. I saw that. I love returning things. Yeah. Yeah, I love buying things and then being inconvenienced by having to take them back, but I also really enjoy getting my money back. Oh, Jim, I appreciate that. Yeah, man. I three girls too. One in high school, one in middle school, one in elementary school. And a little bit of everything. 17, 12, and 6. Hey, Skits. I have past experience in trading. I've traded on and off for several years, but I really just got back into it probably a year ago, year and a half ago. Yeah, Farua, I will. It's just not ready yet. I didn't even really mean for you guys to see the URL this morning, because I just wanted to test the new one this morning live. Um, but now I'm getting. I already have 4 emails this morning from people trying to sign up saying it's not working, and I know it's not working because it's not supposed to be yet. So, um, yeah, but it'll be ready by Monday. Oh my God, yeah, the 6 7, and like no one knows what it means. They can't tell you what it means, but they'll like, oh, have you heard this before? And I'm like, dude, like, do you mean in the last 15 minutes have I heard it? Yeah, I've heard it. Hey, VD, thank you. I just saw your email come through. Thank you. I'll get back with you here right after this. Um, Disagreeable. I like this new one better. It has more. It has more. It's supposed to take in and analyze. It's I can get more. I can create more on its own standalone app and website than I can just in Chat GPT limitations. So it's it's better, but um, I'm excited for you guys to use it. It'll be cool. Go back here. Let's go. When you go to the 1 minute, this is actually a lot closer than I thought. The 15 minute made it seem like we had a good range. Successful on the website. It's free for 30 days, and then the price isn't set, but it'll either be $5 or $10. And the only reason for that is because I'm having to pay for the API calls, the hosting, and the connections myself instead of Chat GPT doing it. And my goal is to just not lose money. I'm not I'm not setting it at like 80 or $90 a month and saying have fun, like, if you want in, you got to pay for it. I just am trying to make sure I don't lose money. Disagreeable. You'd be using the one on ChatGPT still. This one's going to be ready over the weekend. Any trick to get shortest term trades from QC to shoot for consistently sub hour or two total trading window? I mean, you could, I guess you would just have to tell it that you're looking for a short term window and see what it advises. But I mean, it can only go as quick as the charts are going to move. Skits, it's not live or ready yet, but it's just going to be QuantCrawler.com. Right now, there's one that's I'll show you. Right now, it's this one, QuantCrawler.Vercel.app. But no matter what you guys do, if you go here, it's either going to let you in, it's going to make you sign up, or you're going to go to put in your card for the free trial, and it's going to deny it because Stripe is in a test environment. So no matter what, if it doesn't let you in, you're not going to be able to access it until I move it over to QuantCrawler.com, which is what I'm working on today. But I mean, this is what people are referring to in the chat right now. But it'll either let you in or it won't, and it's just going to give you an error and probably frustrate you. But it's not meant to be used right now, so don't get frustrated over it. It'll probably be ready. I'll do a video as soon as it's ready, but it'll probably be. I've been working all the time on this, so I'll probably take tonight off. I'm gonna work on it during the day, but spend tonight with my wife and the kids. It's her birthday, and yeah, and then it'll be ready by Monday morning though. Good to go over the weekend. Yeah, use the word scalp. You can use that too. It'll recognize that. Does it matter what time you use QuantCrawler? No, not really. It's just keep in mind when you use it. Like if you use it right at market open, there's a lot more volume and volatility that it can't predict. So like if you were to upload it now, the morning volatility is done. Like that volume pump for the first 15 to 20 minutes is pretty much settled. Um, so like the more, the more data you can give it, the better. And honestly, the slower the volume, the more it can analyze, the less volatility there's going to be. Because it's like if you put the open that has, I don't know what gold open was. Well, it doesn't even open at 8:30. It opens back here somewhere. Um, yeah, you know what I mean though. The more the more volatility from that volume is going to make it inconsistent. No, Jim, you can use anything that has a chart. It'll analyze anything with a chart. It'll even analyze crypto, but like I mentioned earlier, like you trading it for meme coins and stuff and like highly volatile stuff, it's just I think it's just going to guess. I don't know if it's actually guessing, but it's going to look at the chart and analyze what's on it, but it's not going to be not going to be as accurate as it could. Come on, Gold, what are you doing? Don't do this to me. Hey, I appreciate that. I will let her know. I don't know what we're doing tonight. So maybe we'll go to dinner. Maybe every year for the last like 4 years, she's wanted me to just cook her steak and baked potatoes. So it's hard for me to say no to that. So I'm assuming that's probably what's going to happen. Yeah, Obi there or Obe, sorry. Yeah, probably worth it. I don't know. It's kind of popping around now. We'll see. I just let it ride. Higher time frames in conjunction with the one I trade on. I try to trade off of the 5 because the 1 minute stresses me out. I'm just watching the 1 minute on here just to see what it's doing. But um yeah, I upload the 15-minute, 5 minute, and 1 minute to QuantCrawler. But you can do like a 1 hour, 30 minute, and 15 or 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minute. You can upload any chart you want to it. It's not set to run anything specific. Farua, I use it. Well, like this morning we used it at open and we made $800. So, it worked this morning at the open. I use the Asia Gold in the afternoon, which is in, um, let's see, like 7 hours from now will be the Asia session open. So I use it then. Okay. Hey Jason, how you doing? I don't like when gold hits like this chop area right here. Like it's been doing this for over an hour of just kind of staying in the same zone. Below 4,000, above 39.84 range, and it just pops around. It's like, do something already. Yeah, one and done all week. Yeah, I was looking at it this morning. I'm actually kind of glad I was on here doing this because the one I would have used on ES, the way I would have set it, at least how I think I would have set it, I would have lost because there was like a, I'll show you. This right here, like I probably would have set like right here and I had my stop loss, and this candle right there probably would have ticked me out because I would have set my stop loss at the bottom of this fair value gap and tried to get a 1 to 2, and that would have ticked me out. So that's always frustrating too, is like when you have your stop loss, like if you set it just barely below and just you barely get ticked out and then it runs the other way. But I guess I would have lost how I would have played it, so I'm thankful that I was over here. But we made 800 bucks, so I can't be mad about that. I have these ones on right here, the 20 and the 200 on the EMA. We did Web, we did $200 on this one right here. Risk to reward 1 to 2 and gonna risk 200. So we made 400 each account, but we got two accounts going here. We have this one, the leader, and the follower. We're doing both of them. So yeah, $400 per account. But yeah, 200 each, 400 profit total times two. Yeah, Vid, you're welcome. Yeah, Jason, I saw that last night. I for some reason didn't get the notification when you sent me the second email, and then I was looking again last night because I saw you sent an update, and so I was getting ready to look at the first one, and then I don't know if you were here earlier. I broke QuantCrawler last night, the website that I was trying to get. So, um, and but yeah, I saw your second one, so I'm gonna check that out after this trade finishes up. Yeah, Joni, I'm gonna just probably trade gold this afternoon. Do I try to bet somehow the AI or just go with the trading suggestion? QuantCrawler, I just do what it says. But I think I'm more doing that just out of like just a test. Like I just want to test it and just get it going and just let it like the coolest thing would be if you get accounts to um like if you get accounts to where they're making $10,000 a month and it's purely using QuantCrawler, like that would be cool. That'd be a really good selling point. Hmm. Yeah, Ultron, if you're still in here, I just got your email. I do. Yeah, I am gonna email you back on that because I want to figure something out on that side. Um, I'm just once I get QuantCrawler up and live, then that's gonna be the very next thing I want to tackle. So I'll be right back, guys. 2 minutes. All right, guys. Sorry, wife is leaving for work, so let me catch up. More advanced AI prompting to improve the tool. Yeah, Veed, you can send over whatever you'd like. I'm happy to take feedback from everybody on it and see what we can do to improve it for sure. Recovered all my losses from earlier while we've been chatting. You really have to be numb to losses. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird because like you almost have to shift your mindset into like a mindset that um that shouldn't exist of like you literally have to be like it's only money and if I lose it that's fine, I'll just make more. And like that's such a weird yeah, you have to be numb to it. It's like I don't know. The mindset shift that has to take place is like and we were talking about that yesterday on the live of like AI bot trading. The reason why AI bot trading will probably end up winning in the end is because there's no emotion to it. Like sitting here right now while we've been talking and this has been trading, when it got up like right here, like I wanted to just be like, all right, we're gonna make 25 bucks and just flatten it because it's 25 bucks times two is better than making zero. But now we're down 65. It's gonna run back up. It's gonna run back down. I just when you have no emotion and a bot that knows these are the rules, these are the limitations, you don't have to worry about the emotion side. How much percentage of your daily take do you put away for taxes? I don't do it daily. I just do it by, um, well, I do it by the month in theory, but whenever I do a payout, um, I set aside, no matter what, on any payout that I take, I just set aside 50%, and 50% of that goes into a savings slash tax account. And then it's like I just assume if I withdraw out $3,500, then I just assume it's 1,750. It's like fishing. You use the money as bait to catch more money, but just like fishing, you can lose your bait all day. Yeah, I like that. That's actually really good. Do fishermen have an edge? The ones that fish with a net do. I moved my stop loss down to the entry point when we were up $100, and now it's come back. I thought it was going to keep going, but right now I'm just going to let it go. Um, yeah, one step further, automated my whole trading. Let the script dictate when to enter and exit. Works wonders overnight. During the day, can't complain. Yeah, I that's what I would love to have, like an automated overnight bot that'll do like the London session for me on micros, but I just haven't found one that I trust yet, I guess, that I want to actually do. I feel like the only way I would trust something is if I built it, but then that's also the reason why I shouldn't trust it is because I built it and it's not what I do for a living. So I should probably take the advice of someone who has one that's proven and works and just pay for it. Yeah, Vita, I'm gonna email you back here when I'm done with the live and all that stuff, and then yeah, I'd love to figure out a couple things, see where maybe you can help, give some advice and some tips and tricks and help and all that. I haven't seen that snowman, but I've heard about it. Um, and I think the one I saw said that I'm pretty sure Chat GPT was the worst. I think if I remember right, the one that won was I think or that is winning in the test they did was either I think it was DeepSeek or Grok. I don't remember though. I could be wrong. It could have just been some TikTok video I was scrolling to that someone else did. No, you can't Veed, which that's actually the downside to it. That's why my other accounts that I have on Apex because they integrate directly with TradingView, but through Tradeovate. So all of my all of my funded accounts, every single funded account I have is with Apex. The reason why I'm doing TopStep is just because TopStep is cheaper. So when people see it, it's an easier barrier to entry. I think my Apex accounts I pay $109 a month for them, I want to say. No, that's not right. I think I pay $79 a month and I have 4 of them. So it's like 320 on those ones. But yeah, Quen, that's what it is. Oh man, thank you. I couldn't think of the name of it. Quen and DeepSeek. Um, but TopStep, $49 a month, and then with the promo code they have, you get it for $29. So just figured I would make content related to this because it's an easier barrier to entry. Oh, Marty, you haven't had it. I see people say that, but I haven't had any issues on Apex. The other one that I tried, and I actually really liked the platform. Just like the website itself. I mean, everything can be done through TradingView. On this one is My Funded Next, but they're really expensive. But they don't have consistency rules, and they don't have their first, or sorry, your account as a whole. The first $25,000 you get, and then it goes to a split. But the monthly on that's $139 a month, so that's the downside. Marty, did you journal any stuff during that time? Figure out like what were you doing then that you have changed, or what's I went through something like that too, and I found that the only thing that changed for me was here's the biggest jump that happened for me. I When I first started, I was doing what we did today where it's like I'm willing to risk 200 to make 400. And then I went 300 to 600, and now I'm at 500, 1,000. Well, then I just kept scaling it. Like when I started losing, I is what I realized I was doing is I was doing I'll do 1,000 to make 2,000, which is crazy. Like I don't even know, like I'm not at a financial level where that makes sense. And then I noticed when I would have $1,000 on it, my anxiety was up. I wouldn't let trades play out because I'd be like, oh shit, I've already lost $450. Let's just close it. And I literally closed the trade losing 450, and 20 minutes later it rebounded back and almost would have hit my take profit. So it was self-inflicted major losses because I was just over leveraging the trades, and then I dialed back to 500 and 1,000, and that's what I use on my like my money account, not my funded accounts. That's what I use, but I only trade on that one like 1 or 2 days a week because I'm too nervous with all the stuff I'm doing, and monitoring the funded accounts and doing that stuff. I just worry I'm gonna mess up, um, and make a mistake with like money that I worked really hard to get. Um, but that's what I noticed is I kept being like, all right, well, if I'm making it risking 100 and making 200, why shouldn't I do 500 to make 1,000, and then why shouldn't I do 1,000 to make two? I could work, all of that. But that's what my issue was for like 60 days. Like I didn't even realize it for like 2 months, and I probably spent $1,000 on funded accounts, losing them, getting them funded, paying the activation fee, losing them, getting them funded, activation fee, losing them. Like, yeah, yep, Marty, that's exactly what my issue was. And then I fixed it, and I've been back profitable for I've been profitable for 6 months consistently at this point. Yeah, disagreeable. I agree with that. Even though your name is disagreeable, I agree with that 100%. Yeah, I'm almost at 1K evals in Apex alone. I bet between Apex No, I bet just on Apex in the last year, I've spent $1,000 on it. I mean, I've made more than that though, so it's not like I'm operating a deficit and the money wasn't justified. But I would be, yeah, I over leverage because a lot of people go with the mindset of like, well, this isn't my money. Like you have to treat these accounts like it's your money. Like, would you be okay losing $1,000 if this doesn't go your way of your money? If it doesn't, if you're not okay with that, then you probably shouldn't make the trade because then it's like then you're overly emotional about it. Yeah, TopStep does not use Tradeovate. That's its biggest problem. They try to have their proprietary system, but then you can't use the indicators, and people want the indicators. 1K evals, not 1K spent. You're saying you spent like $1,000 getting different evaluation accounts, right? Like get one, it fails, get one, it fails, get one, it fails, and you're just paying to get access back to them. Oh, well, that's what I was saying. Damn. Well, now I feel bad. I'm like, maybe I'm way worse off than you. I've spent $1,000 just on like eval accounts because I would just go in like risk 1,000 to make 2,000, and then I would lose the account, and then oh shit. Okay, never mind. Never mind. You're worse off than me on that one. I was totally misunderstanding what you were saying. Oh, I don't know how many I'm at. Not that many. Blackhawk, no, it's not. Um, I have been showing it on here, but it's not ready yet. That's why it's not working. Because it's everything is in a test environment, like the stripe and all of that. It's not. It'll be ready by Monday. But like I said, I didn't like not to be weird about it. When I got on here, I didn't. I kind of forgot that. Kind of forgot you guys could see the URL on it. So people are. I've got like 6, 7 emails already of people saying it's not working. And it's not supposed to yet. Mm, wait, you could buy in batches. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, now it's a 5 to 1. It's crazy. You could risk the entire account. I remember that. You'd literally go in and full port the whole thing. Just be like, here, take it. It was a wild time. It was fun. There's nothing better than seeing the chart. Like, I rem- I have a video somewhere. I'll try and find it. It's an old one. It was when I thought I was gonna do this. Is like, uh, like go into a trade and then all of a sudden like you're It's showing that your take profit or you're currently sitting at like $18,000. You'd only been in it like 6 minutes. Eric, no, I haven't stress tested it yet because I broke it last night. So I'm gonna have to see. We're gonna do it live. Full port 20 accounts. I never operated at your level, Marty. Full port 20 accounts is crazy. Just the website in general. The infrastructure of everything will work. Like once you're in there, it'll that part will work. It's just the website handling. If 100 people are using it at a time, you know. I wonder how many chats we're at on Chat GPT. Let me take a look. Yeah, that's what it doesn't tell me exactly. It says 1K plus chats, 7 days. But it doesn't update again until 10K. So Ad Warrior, it has its own structure built into it. So you don't really need to do anything. You just need to plug in the charts and it goes. Oh, I mean, that's cool. Yeah, that people like the GPT video. So I'm putting it on a website. The GPT is still going to be there. It's not going away. It's just this one that's going to be on the website is going to be more advanced. Yeah, 1.5. Because I updated it the other night, 2 days ago. And then this one right here, you can see the top is 1.6. And the only reason it's 1.6 is so I can track it and keep track of it because like this one has, like this here, when you have these 3 charts put in, when you come in and put 3 new charts, it automatically it doesn't delete it. It automatically closes this one and moves it over here and creates a new one. So you don't have to scroll all the way back up to like find something you looked at 2 hours ago. You can just be like, oh, what was I doing at 7:22? I was in MGC. This play that we're in right now, it told me today at 7:22 that this is the setup. And then 1.6 has the email functionality, and then it'll also have on the back end. I don't know if it'll be ready this weekend, this portion, but there'll be like a user portal where you'll be able to see, like, I looked up MGC 6 times on the 6th. I tracked MNQ 4 times on the 5th. So there's like some tracking stuff there so you can kind of see your patterns. Um, Naveen, there's a busted. Yeah, there's a website coming, and then I'm building an app too that'll be on the App Store. I just said app and no one's picked up on it yet, and you picked up on it. So yeah, there'll be an app on your phone. I don't know if it's really worth it though on a phone because screenshot everything, go into the app on your phone, upload it, but it's not that much harder to have an actual app on your phone than it is to create a website. Create an orb breakout bot. I mean, I probably could. I haven't thought about it, but I probably could. Yeah, maybe once we get this one up and running, everything's good. I'll work on that next. Give me something to do. Sorry, guys. I just have a quick text to send real quick. Mm. Yeah, disagreeable. You'd be able to screenshot three, and then when you go in to actually upload the images, you could just pick the three you want, or four or five or whatever, however many time frames you want to do. I just don't know how many people with how like when I look at TradingView on my phone, it's very clunky. When I look at TopStep on my phone, it's very clunky. So I just don't know if you'd be able to get enough context, whether you're holding your phone upright or to the side or anything like that, if you would get enough details to where it would actually work. Um, so it may not be effective, but it's not that hard to make an app once you have a website. Yeah, Jason, I don't trade on my phone. I never. Yeah, I guess I just don't feel comfortable doing it. I don't feel like I see enough. Man, this gold is just. Yeah, true. You would get more data that way. Man, this thing is just going to chop around, huh? These are the kind of trades that I just set and walk away from. But I mean, right now at $100 up, we'd be up $1,000 in total, 500 per account today. So that's a pretty good day. Equity Boss, yeah, it is. If you just go to my website, which is aaronandai.com, there's a link to it right here. You can just click QuantCrawler and then click this, and it pulls it straight into ChatGPT. It opens it up. Yeah, it should. It should continue this trend, I'm assuming. Even the 5 minute should look pretty good. Couple different steps. Yeah, the trifold phone. Those are crazy. Yeah, just move it. Add 1,000 contracts and become the market. and my office that I'm sitting in at my house is like right at the front of my house. Right, there's like bay windows in front of me, and I just sit down here, kind of by the front porch, and I look out, and my neighbor across the street is militant about the leaves that fall off his tree. Man, like I have leaves in my front yard because I just kind of wait for them to fall. There's there's got to be under 100 leaves, and I just watched him rake them yesterday, and he's out there again right now. I mean, he's like 85 and retired, but like I want to go help the guy and be like, hey, let me just do that for you, because I just want to be a nice neighbor, but he does it every day. Like, dude, just let him fall, man. Anyways, um, let's see. Do you have to pay every month for the account even after you pass? Yeah, you do. Sorry to not see it on your channel. Do you have an explainer video on how to exactly use your GPT sign up for the? Yeah, so Crom, there's a video that I posted. I think it was 2 nights ago. Let me find it. It is this one right here. Get funded $49 to 5,000 in 30 days. My orb strategy. And then this goes through the orb strategy. It goes setting up a TopStep account, setting up the trading view indicators, how to utilize it, and then like the most simple trading strategy you can use with the orb. So yeah, that would be the one right here that would help you the most if you're like, what website do I go to? How do I even start? Like, this is bare basics. How do I even get started? That video will show you all of that. Oh, Crom, that's totally fine. I appreciate you being here. Thank you. Yeah, ask any questions you need. But that video should give you a full walkthrough. And if you have any other questions, you can email me. My email is right down here at the bottom, on the bottom little ticker thing. Andy, do you want to see my Lamborghini? I could show you if it'll help. If that would give you trust and confidence. Let me show you real quick. It's right here. It's this one. And then on days where I'm like, orange just isn't for me, I just look at this picture instead. So there's my Lamborghinis though. All of them. Doors up. I didn't get the picture with the doors up. That's my bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Disagreeable. Tomorrow, I'll show you a picture with the doors up. Not today, though. You guys have seen enough today. I don't need to show you any more than that. Ferrari. Yeah. Yeah. It's this one right here. This is the one I don't know, man. It depends on what I'm wearing, I guess. I mean, if I don't know. Sometimes it's yellow, sometimes it's green, sometimes it's orange. I don't know. I just pick. Always humble, baby. Yep. It's funny. I mean, I drive a 21 Chevy Silverado, white Trail Boss. Thing's nice. I live where it snows. You can't have a Lamborghini where it snows. What am I gonna do? Have it sit in my garage for like 3 months out of the year? What's the point? If you need 2 months to pass, you'll pay 2. But if you pass in 5 days, yeah, correct, Lionel. Your math on that. Yep. You'll get on the website when it goes live, everyone will get a free 30-day trial. And the main part of that is because most people, well, not most people, a lot of people signed up for Chat GPT Plus to have no Lambo, not real trader. Yeah. A lot of people signed up for Chat GPT Plus specifically to use the QuantCrawler GPT. Like, I've had over 10 people tell me that. And so they paid $20 for that upgrade. So with that being said, if I make something new and then say, oh, it's another $10, it wouldn't really be fair to them that, they did that just to access what I built. So everyone gets a 30-day trial. And then after that, it's probably going to be $9.99 a month, or maybe even $4.99 a month. I'm not sure. Don't hold me to it. It just depends on what the projections are. Like, I can see already this morning, just from the live video, like on the back end with Vercel, it's telling me that 26 people tried to go to the website already and it's not even live. So if we're going to immediately right out the gate get 25 to 50 people signed up on it, it's probably going to be $10 a month just based on the cost of it's going to cost me that much to keep everything connected, the hosting, the emails of the trades, all that. So, um, yeah. Yeah, Andy, decent truck. Yeah, I mean it's paid for, so I mean I got the title. So any vehicle with a title in hand is a decent vehicle. Yeah, old F-150, dude. I was thinking about this the other day. If I could buy when I get to a point where I just have money with like disposable money, uh, I want to find, like, I remember when my dad growing up, it had to be like a 93 or a 94, like those big ass blocky F-350s with two gas tanks. Like he'd be driving down the highway and have to flip the switch to go to tank number two because it took so much gas to drive those things. Just big old monsters of trucks. I want to get one of those and I want to restore it. Like, you don't ever see those on the road anymore, but I just remember filling up two tanks of gas with my dad and then we'd just be driving down the highway and he would flip. He'd have to flip to the second tank. So I want to get like an old, to me, that's an old like F-350, like early 90s. Yeah, they will both still be available, except the GPT on Chat GPT. I'm probably not going to update it as regularly as the website. The website will take the priority because those people will be paying for that piece. The GPT is free with the GPT Plus. So, um, yeah, but I mean, I'll update it. I'm not going to completely ignore it by any means. Equity Boss, all you do is upload charts. There isn't a prompt you have to do. You just upload the charts and it'll run and give you a breakdown of what it sees on the chart and what it thinks you should do. So, like, is what you do. I can show you on here. It would be the same thing that you would do with the GPT. You're in your chart, and like I'm on the 1 minute right now. I copy the image. I would go into QuantCrawler and I would just paste it, and then I would go to my 5 minute chart, copy it, paste it, and then my 15 minute, and I would copy it and then paste it and just say, this is the New York session, um, 2 hours after open, and then send it through and let it do its thing. The GPT itself isn't going to ask you what this is going to ask you, but it's going to ask you your risk to reward and what you want to risk. So we'll just say 1 to 2 risk to reward and $200. And then this one is set up to give you the exact ticker and everything, ticker cost and price based on your risk that you want to do. The GPT won't do that because it doesn't have the built-in capabilities of knowing like what each tick costs. But this one here will run and then it'll say, oh, cool. Now it's telling us to stay away. It didn't give us this earlier, but anyways, this here, and then it would say recommended level. It would tell you where to enter. Like this one we had at 722 said recommended level to enter here, stop loss here, and then the take profit here. So that's what we did, and this is where we're at. So that's all you do. Upload the charts, the 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, and then just tell it where you're at in the session, and it'll do its thing. Yeah, web. That's what I'm doing. Use the email button to track the trades. But the only problem with that is like if you say you took that trade, do I then have how do I then verify if it was successful? And then how do I also verify like just mainly if it was successful to know how to catalog it on the back end? So I'd have to figure out some kind of integration like if user takes this trade, pull the chart at the time, pull the chart, like, how do you, if you don't go in and manually say this, I took profit on this and you don't keep it up to date, I don't know how you're going to track proper analytics on that, but I'm trying to figure out how you could, and how you would be able to determine that. Johnny, mine's a late 90s. The F-350 with dually. Yeah, they were so wide and so long and 2 tanks of gas. Like, could you imagine filling those things up now? I mean, you'd be spending $200+ to fill that thing up, I bet. I mean, I don't know how big the tanks were. I just remember we'd go get gas and be there an hour. Yeah, Snowman, 2 tank Ford, tow package with like 30. Yeah, painful to fill from empty. Absolutely. It's everything is expensive nowadays. Yeah, Andy. So I thought about that as well. But that's kind of why, like, when you get the trade email, you can put them into a folder and then you can ask ChatGPT to analyze. Like, you can, like in Outlook, for example, like I use Outlook because I use it for work, I use it for other stuff. If I put everything into a folder, all I have to do is right click and export all the details of the emails out into a zip folder, drop that into ChatGPT, have it build me a spreadsheet with everything it can analyze, and it would tell me, I went into 3 different MNQ trades or MGC trades at this price and this price. But again, if you don't confirm if it if you won or not, like if that trade was a win, then I just have to figure out that analytics part on the back of, like, it's cool to have those details and trade tracker like a journal, but then how do you really confirm and track like a P&L essentially? So it's not that I can't do it. I just have to, like, in my head, I have to think it through more, and then I have to figure out how to actually make it happen, and then think about if the crazy idea I have in my head is actually doable. Skits, what script are you talking about? Like the actual prompt? Um, Veed, no, it'll tell you this right here, what this one did. It'll tell you to stay away. If it's not clear, it'll say stay away, and it needs to have, in order for it to give you a position, 2 of the 3 charts have to be in alignment. So like the 15 and the 5 have to be trending the same way. If uh if they're not, I mean, well, two of 3 will always be in alignment, just given the odds. But if it's not clear, it's going to tell you to stay away if it doesn't like what it sees. Yeah, separate Gmail for this. Perfect. Django, no, I don't do any mentoring or anything like that. I actually am, just so you guys know, I am in talks with, or I'm going to email back and forth today with Ultron. They've been in here a couple times. Um, Probably going to get a Discord set up. I know a lot of people like Discord. I have Discord and I use it, but I don't. I just kind of use it casually. That way, if people want to communicate in there, they can. Kind of direct outreach type thing. So we'll kind of figure that out. I don't know if everybody's going to want to use Discord or not, but in today's day and age, it's either Discord or Teams or Telegram. But Telegram is too susceptible to scams. Yeah, Veed, it'll tell you to stay away if nothing's clear. If it doesn't see a clear output on it, that you could win, it just tells you to not. It just says stay away. Yeah, Django, I don't do courses either, but yeah, I'm like someone said earlier, I'm kind of like the anti-guru. I don't do mentoring or one-on-ones or courses. I just do YouTube videos. If there's a YouTube video you want to see, or if there's something you want to learn, just tell me what it is and I'll make a video on it. I give it away for free. You don't have to pay. Only thing that we have right now, and it even kind of bugs me, is QuantCrawler, the website, be a max of $10, and that's just so I don't lose money. We're not doing it for profit. I mean, I'm sure there will be profit at some point, but that's not the goal. Yeah, Snowman Discord. Yeah, I'm going to talk with Ultron on that and see if we can get connected. In their email, they mentioned they've done it, built a couple, and all that. Crom, I haven't fully tested the website enough to know its win rate, but I'm going to. I will know that, but I just don't know right now enough to comment on that any further. Uh, yeah, Discord. Everyone's saying Discord, so Yeah, Pengu, I thought about that. You could share analysis in the Discord, but here's the other thing too that's going to be good about the Discord is I need to see how consistent it is, because like if I go in and put in charts, am I going to get the same outcome as you, who's also going to get the same outcome as Jason, who's going to get the same outcome as Johnny? Or like that's the part, because I've never side by side tested this with anybody. I've done different browsers and I get the same thing. But like when you have multiple people, 5, 10, 15 people trying the same exact thing, are we all going to get the same output? That's what I'm really curious about, and I have not tested that. So that's the one thing that would be nice about Discord, is seeing the consistency of the chart readings. Yeah, it would be cool to display your personal P&L and total trades using QuantCrawler as well. Yeah, yep, exactly. And so that's that's funny, because I want to find a way to like have these accounts that we're on right now set up with just exclusively, these are 100% QuantCrawler, like never ever taking a trade. That's why I have this account on here. This one that's not following, I was messing around with. Like this is one where I'm gonna go in and see if I can just like bottom tick or top tick something where like I totally 100% am prepared to have zero strategy, and this is going to be a straight up gamble account. Like this is not going to be a strategy. This is not going to be a nothing. This is going to be a trash account. That's exactly what it's going to be. So I have that one to mess around, but these two right here are going to exclusively follow QuantCrawler, and I want to find a way to live feed the P&L, where I would love it if I could connect in. I just don't know if TopStep allows it, where I could connect in like the minute I make a trade, a Discord bot kicks out a signal that I took a trade, and then you can live track what these accounts are doing. That's what I really want to do. Like that would be the ultimate, and I'm sure I can do it. I just have to figure out how to do it. So that's going to be after the website is up and a Discord is up and a small little community is getting built. That's what I want to do, is be able to have a bot that live feeds it. Sanji, no, the new QuantCrawler website is not live now. A couple people are trying to access it, but it's everything's in the test environment. Like you can get into QuantCrawler, I think. I don't know. You should, is what should happen when you go to the link. You should hit a login where you have to authorize either with Google or create an account. Then it will take you immediately to a sign up page if you don't already have a subscription, where the you can get a 30-day trial through Stripe, and then it will take you into the disclaimer screen where you click agree, and then you're into QuantCrawler. That should be how it works. And then once you go in, the next time you just log in screen, straight to the disclaimer, straight to QuantCrawler, you're in 3 clicks. That's how it should work. Am I planning to publish the trades in email notification as paid members? I mean, you can have any of these sent to you once you're in here. Like if you click this right here, took this trade, it'll email you the full trade breakdown. I want to show you guys this, but I don't I want to show you what the email looks like, but I've had some people who have emailed me and I don't want their names to be out there. So I'm trying to figure out now how I can do this safely to preserve their privacy. Oh, I know what I'll do. Come on, Aaron, use your head. So these are what the trade emails look like when they come in. QuantCrawler, trade taken. This is just an example of one. It basically gives you everything that it gives you here. It'll email you this whole entire thing, and a full breakdown, and then trade not taken. This is what that one looks like. So, yeah, that's what that you get the email immediately. So pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. I was like most excited about that. Of everything that I've built, I'm like email integration. It's like stupid. Um, I'm catching up on chat. Sorry guys. Confidence rating needs win loss data to make it more accurate. Yeah, I agree with that. Analytics from users on Discord for usage. Yeah. Lorados, I'm just reading yours. Make it look very simple. Do I think a complete beginner could be able to do this? Yeah, I totally do. I think that, let me say this the most respectful way I can. I think somebody who has zero knowledge is better. Like, sorry, let me back up. This is the example I would give. When I was in college and working in the restaurants, we didn't like to hire people who worked at other restaurants if we could help it, because they would come in and say, "Well, at my old place, this is how we used to do it." I don't want any of that. I want you to come in ready to learn, ready to go. Someone who's brand new doesn't have a reason to be swayed one way or another. If you're using a prop firm account, um, you're not risking real money outside of the initial startup cost of like potentially $30. You're learning, you're able to implement things on the fly. You're not jaded. You're not like, oh, like there are so many traders out there that are like, oh, that doesn't work. Like I've had so many people comment on my videos to be like, orb strategy's trash. It doesn't work. I've used the orb strategy for over 6 months and made thousands of dollars. Like I've literally used it. Just, oh nope, orb strategy's trash. Try ICT. That's the only way. You got to do it this way. It's like everyone gets jaded at some point into this works, this doesn't work. When you're fresh, you're just learning. You're doing it with very minimal risk, under $100 risk. Actually under $50 risk if you use the promo code, which is onward40. ONWARD. Not my promo code. I don't benefit from it. I have no financial gain from anything. But it's onward40, ONWARD 40 on TopStep. We'll get you your first account for like $29. So I almost think as a beginner, to wrap all that long story up that you probably didn't really need, if you're a complete beginner, you could do it. You may not be successful right away and immediately. It's not an instant gratification type of environment to be in most cases. V, did I try giving the same prompt multiple times? Does it give you the same setup every time? It did. Yeah, I tried the same thing in different browsers, new chats, within a same time frame, 5 times, got 5 results same time. I mean, the numbers change, right? Because the chart's popping in between me taking them, but yeah. Johnny, thoughts on using a new prop account just to exclusively use these entries? That's what I'm doing here with these. So I mean, I would recommend it. QuantCrawler is not supposed to be a trading strategy. It's supposed to be like a supplement to re-verify what you already are thinking and know. It's not, people shouldn't use QuantCrawler 100% as their strategy and think they're going to be a day trader. It's the supplement, and it does have some pretty good reads, but exclusively every day, 5 days a week, you should have some kind of actual strategy. Yeah, paid Discord. I don't know. I'm already having a hard enough time with the QuantCrawler pay to cover bot as an idea. Yeah, I guess I could do that instead of charging on the website, but then that would mean, I think I'm understanding what you're saying. But if I don't charge for the website, then people would just use the website, not join the Discord, and exploit it. Print screen, then black out the personal info of what? Of my bank account? Am I the only woman in here? Trying to, Dorado's trying to read the room over here. What's going on? It's crazy to me when people say something doesn't work. Yeah, a lot of people. You guys may have seen it. There's one guy on here. I'm not even gonna say his name. I really like the guy, but he always is. I love talking about him too, and I know that he loves me talking about him. Um, he just won't ever admit it, but he's always like, this is the worst way of trading I've ever seen. Nobody should do this. This is trash. Like he he's always negative on here. And I know he's never tried it. And I know that he probably thinks he's a trader because his profile picture is a picture of like the stock market like bull on it. So like I know he probably thinks he's like some elitist trader. I'm imagining he's probably some 60-year-old guy who's like, "Bah, I've done it this way since the 70s." And I'm like, "Okay. Um whatever, dude." Um but yeah, every time I post a video about this, a short specifically, he's like, "This is trash, doesn't work. Don't sign up for this. This is garbage." Like, "Okay, man." Yeah, may call it BPR or FEG. Someone else will call it supply and demand. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, you're 100% right, Jason. Everyone, and that's the thing. It's like I've been in mortgage a long time too. There's acronyms and all different kinds of stuff that you have to break down. And what does this mean? What does that mean? I don't understand what this is. I don't understand that. And in the end, we're all talking about the same thing, but we approach it from different angles. And yeah, it's a challenge. Yeah, give Big Brother vibes. Yeah, I want everyone to win. I like I was saying earlier too. It's not like we like it's not like we're competing against each other. Everyone's competing against the market. So why would you hide everything behind a paywall if people can make money and it has no effect to you? Like if the trades I was taking, I was giving to you guys, and based on what you guys did affected whether I win or lose, I would not give you the trades because if I could lose money by more people countering what I'm doing, I would not I wouldn't do that. I just wouldn't. So there's no reason to not share the information. There's literally no downside to people knowing what trades you're taking and if you're profitable. The only people who I see on here that are like, I made $8,000 today trading, and then someone's like, and they have a big channel. There's like three guys that I see, $8,000 today trading, and they won't go live. They won't upload any documentation if they're asked to, which I get the documentation piece. I don't think anybody has to justify anything to anyone. But worst case, you can go live and trade. If you're that good, you can go live and trade. It doesn't affect anybody. Like the trade you make, and if I take the same trade, we win together, we lose together. What I do doesn't affect you making money, but they won't, and it's because those guys are fake. But they have a course to sell you on a one-on-one mentorship that they want to sell you, and you can find all that info on YouTube, and you can find all that info multiple places, but they want you to pay. That's their business. You're their business. Their business isn't trading. Their business is making money off their community. Yeah, no system works in every market. That's correct. 100%. And the market's always changing too, and the system should always change. Like the systems, like the opening range break 5 minute orb that I do doesn't always work, but it's at least consistent. Like that's the thing. Someone, I think the guy's name was Roman. He was in here yesterday, and he back tested the orb strategy that I use, and he said in October the strategy was under 50%, like it would have lost, or it had more losing days than winning days. Um, but of that, like I only traded 11 days in October. 6 of them I won, 5 of them I lost. But on the 6 that I won, I get a 1 to 2 risk to rewards. So the 6 days I win, I get a times 2 of my money. The 5 days I lost 1x. So like I still made money. I didn't make a ridiculous amount of money. I made like 30, I think it was $3,500. Um, I didn't like that was in my brokerage account. It's like it was around 3 grand. I mean, I yeah, it's so I'm not out here like I made $9,000 today. Like sure, I could have a day like that, but these traders seem to have them every single day all of a sudden, which is strange. Really good at what they do. Hey, Discord for access to QC and future tools would make sense. I see. See me get in the Lambo. Yeah. Do you know how impractical it would be for me to get a Lamborghini living in the snow with a wife and 3 kids? Be like, hey, honey, let's go to the store. Get in the Lamborghini. She's like, oh, the kids want to come. Okay. Get in the Honda CRV then. That's what it would be. Congrats on 2K, by the way. Yeah, I made the video about crossing 1K that like meant everything to me on Monday, and we doubled in 3 days. Yeah, small scalps pay off kids' student debt. Yeah, absolutely. You can use it to scalp for sure. Naveen, I do well. Trading full time is kind of weird. Like I don't sit here and trade 8 hours a day, and I don't do it as my only source of income. No. Um, I make money doing it. I make enough money where it could be most months it could be a full time income. I mean, like I think my best month this year trading was around 11.5 of payout like money in my account. Like I've had months where I make more, but sometimes it's like I'm in evaluation accounts and I track that, but not as real money. My best month this year that I've like actually put in my bank or in my brokerage account that just keeps going up is like 11 grand. Most months are around like 3,500, and then I do some mortgage stuff too, and I have another business I run as well, but it doesn't need me. Um, the channel is I do a lot of AI stuff and I build stuff and like to show things I build, and I also do day trading stuff as well. Day trading is where the channel actually has gained the most followers, is trading and investing and simplifying. And I built a GPT bot, or not a bot really. I built a GPT that's becoming a website that does trade analysis. Lambo is a porch beauty that just sits there. Drive 5 times a year. Oh yeah, my kids would squeeze into the Lambo if we were just like, "Hey, take me to school." It'd be like, "I want to get dropped off in a Lamborghini." You got it. Hey Theodore, how you doing? Some swing trading would be cool. Yeah, yeah. First goal 2,500 a month. Vidush, no, not on how to build a bot, but I have been documenting how I built the website, which is a series I've thought about creating, about moving the GPT, exporting that data, and then building and coding out the website. I've been recording that. I don't know if I'm going to release it or not, because there's a lot of editing that has to happen on that kind of stuff, to where the proprietary stuff that I'm putting into it is blocked out, and it's just a lot of work. And I edit all my own stuff. I don't edit it well. I just throw it into CapCut, click the transcript button, and remove all the empty gaps or the things I misspeak on, and that's my editing. Then I have Canva make me a thumbnail. You guys can see I do everything cheap. I do everything easy. I try to do everything free. So could be better. Maybe if I had fancier thumbnails and I had fancier editing, I'd have 1 million subscribers or something, but not my goal. Um, yeah, copy trade on TradeSyncer if you're already profitable and have gotten payouts. Yeah, you can do that. BMW over a Lambo. Yeah. I before I got my truck, I had a car for a while that I really enjoyed. That was a M2 comp, and that was fun, but that was another one. It's a four-seater, but two-door four-seater, can't fit the kids in there. And thing was fast. It was really fun. But I had that about 6 months, just wasn't practical. Make an orb bot? Yeah, I can. That'll be next. I'll build one out. Maybe that'll be like a, hey, if you want access to the orb bot, join the Discord, and we'll have a free Discord. Give some value out that way. We can grow a little community, get QuantCrawler going, something like that. But Orbot wouldn't take long to build. Yeah, the Lamborghini Urus. That would fit the kids. That's actually a good point. If I just get that, I can fit the kids in. I can fit the kids in that. Doing the live sporadically around certain days. Right now, it's just kind of sporadic. So I've the 3 kids and the market opens at 6:30 my time, and they got to go to school and all that. So right now it's sporadic, but I want to get more consistent with it. So I'll have to figure out a schedule. I don't know, but I'll probably do Asia Gold. Um, I like streaming. I like going live. I like talking to you guys. It's fun for me. And I want to do Asia Gold because that's actually where quant crawlers had the most success. Yeah, hire someone. Yeah, I could. It just everybody. I don't mind hiring people. I definitely don't to like get stuff done. But I also like to see if I can do it myself, teach myself a new skill, and if I can't, then I'll hire someone out. But it's only so much time in my day. But yeah, I totally could hire someone. On the video editing and stuff like that, I would totally hire people. But like I go on Fiverr, Upwork, and to edit a video on there. Most people, if you have like a 10-minute video, they want like $60, and yeah, I just don't want to do that. Bro, I tested your trading view strategy, and FVG is reprint every time I see. Yeah, big yes to Orbot. All right, Perry, I'm gonna build it. Naveen, it was 500 trades over the last year between 2024 and 2025 on different tickers. ES, NQ, Gold are the majority. What time would Asia Gold start at? Well, the market opens at 3 o'clock my time, which is 6 o'clock Eastern. So probably around there, afternoon time for sure. Yeah. Crom and TradingView, I'm using I think it's the Premier or whatever they premium, but I'm on a trial. I did a 30-day. I created a new account just to do a 30-day trial, so then I only have to pay for 1 month because I'm waiting for Black Friday here coming up because TradingView normally does like 70 to 80% off annual plans, and then I'll just pay for the whole year. But you don't, depending on what you do, you don't really need it. You don't really need the Premier one, or premium or whatever they call it. Like I can show you right here. If you do the monthly, like 5 indicators per chart, and you can have 2 charts, all that. Like I don't use anything in this that really justifies this price point. So I'm gonna downgrade when my trial's up. Like, see, I have 2 days and 12 hours left. I'm gonna downgrade it to essential on Friday. Because I only use like 3 indicators. These ones here, volume and VWAP, those are technicals. They don't count as an indicator, so you can have that running. And then here, I use these two, the fair value gap and the key levels. Those are really all I run, so I don't need to pay for the higher tiered ones. The other business, Taco Bell, car wash, laundromat, hybrid. Yeah, web, exactly. It's yeah. There's a daycare, but that's back behind the laundromat. We don't have them do anything with the laundry or anything. It's just you can do a daycare, do your laundry, and get some food, and then we have a bellhop that'll run through the car wash. Yeah, it's all in one strip mall. Yeah, Jason, let's connect. Send me an email. And no, I already have your email. Oh my gosh, I'll email you. I got a lot I got to email you on. How does it feel to gain 1K sub more within one day? It's been a day and a half, and it's awesome. It's very cool. I feel very fortunate, very grateful. Oh, you need to upgrade so you can publish your indicators. Yeah. I mean, I could publish it for you, and you could probably just use that because I have the Premiere one. Um, but it depends on like, I mean, at that point, every time you need to edit it, I would have to edit it for you. So you probably want to do it yourself. Going live today for gold, most likely. I don't know if I can commit to it yet because I don't know what my day is going to look like. My oldest daughter is homesick today. She wasn't feeling good this morning, so I got to see how that goes. And it's my 12-year-old's birthday, so maybe, but it won't be a long session for sure. Trading view is expensive now. Many variables. Yeah, it is. Tested the variation orb about 3 months ago that you used, and I saw 73. Yeah, yeah. The orb fair value gap works. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. You think there are days better than others to trade? For example, trading Wednesdays is better than trading at a Monday. Theodore, no, I haven't noticed that. But the one thing that I do know for sure is weeks that there is a Fed meeting about interest rates, probably not going to be a fun week. Unless you are like, I'm in a trading account or I'm in a funded account, I'm about to lose it. Like if you would have set a short and then Powell started talking and tanked the market, you would have recovered your account. What time do I usually trade gold live? I've never traded gold live, Matterman, but I want to. So that'll, if I know for sure if I do it, it's gonna be probably around 3:30 Pacific Standard Time, so 6:30 East Coast. Rudolph, in the London session, I'm always in bed because I think the London session starts at like 11 or 12 p.m. my time Pacific Standard. I don't know the exact time it starts. I've never really traded it, but I know that sometimes I'll be in the Asia session late on a trade and I'll clear out of it before the London volume picks up because it'll normally take me out if it's not confident. Hey, gold's looking pretty good right now. What's going on? Let's trail this down a little. Let's see what the top of this candle gives us. 60 bucks, $61. We'll set the stop loss there and make it a stop profit. Made $1,000 off your 5-minute orb today. Hell yeah. That's awesome. That's the way to do it. I would not have had that. I looked at it. I would have set my stop loss probably too short and I would have ticked out on the rebound on ES candle, but that would have been the downside for me, but everyone else would have made money today. I would have lost. I know I would have because I wouldn't have went that lenient. Realistically, how long should you keep the TopStep account open? In what sense? Like daily or like I just want to make sure I understand skits. BL, we are using QuantCrawler, which is it's a GPT that I built on ChatGPT, and this is going to be the website that we're uploading the 15-minute, 5-minute, and 1-minute chart, telling it we're in the New York session. We did this one. Actually, it was right here. We did this one at 7:22, so 2 hours ago, and it gave us this analysis of what the play should be, what the trade setup is, what the recommended levels for entry, stop loss, and take profit, and this is where we're at. Before we did this one, we went up $400 on 2 accounts, so $800 total between these two, and now each one is up another 180-ish if we were to close it right now. So we might have $1,000 day on our hands between the two, 500 apiece. So we're just kind of using this quant crawler right here. Oh, well, Skits is what I would do is like monthly. If that's your funded account, you would need to keep it monthly to have the opportunity to make money. Because once you go into the Express account, the actual funded accounts, then at that point you have to maintain it. You have to be in TopStep. But I mean, there are a lot of people that should probably have got off of like, excuse me, if you get to a point where with funded accounts you've made $20,000 to $30,000. If you were good with that money, you realistically could have taken that over to a brokerage and live like traded your own money instead of using funded accounts. So it really comes down to how much do you want to risk though, because personally for me, I would trade in these as long as you can. There are people that actually get stopped Um, sorry, just one second. I'll come back to it. Is the GPT available for anyone to use? Yeah. So, BL, if you come over to my website, which is just Aaron and AI, you'll land on this page here. You click QuantCrawler, and then this GPT will actually take you into Chat GPT, which is where I built the first one, the original one. So you can access it there and do the same thing. Take your 15, 5, and 1 minute chart, upload into the GPT, and it will give you this same analysis. The reason I'm building this out is because I don't want Chat GPT to take this one down. I also can build in a little bit more here. Like you can come down here when you're using this one, which this isn't ready yet. It'll be ready by Monday. You can click like I took this trade and it will email you a report so you can track what you're winning, what you're losing. It'll keep track of your stuff over here. I can just do more with this when it's on a website. The GPT version on Chat GPT will be free and it's going to continue to be free. This one is going to have a free 30-day trial, and then after that, it'll be most likely $9.99 a month, $10. But you can see here if you use it, then like we're gonna be up almost $1,000 between two accounts today. So most likely, at minimum, we're up $800 per account. So that's kind of the quick for anybody who joined late or who hasn't seen me before. That's what we're doing here. And then these two accounts too, I'll just touch on that. These two accounts are copy trading each other, and they're going to exclusively be using QuantCrawler only for all their trades. We're going to do a full test. Excuse me. But sorry, Skits, going back to the funded accounts. There are people who actually the TopStep and them will actually kick them off the platform because they'll be like, you've made too much money. Like we're being taken advantage of essentially. And they will kick you off and not allow you to have, like, people have legitimately been denied access to TopStep after a certain point. But at that point, I mean, you'd have to make like $150,000-$200,000 for them to do that, because a lot of people don't know this. These accounts, even when you go to an Express account, you're not trading with a real account at that point. You're trading with one of their accounts. So the way they make their money is all the people going on paying the $49 fee for their evaluation, and then they pay $149 activation when it becomes an Express account. They lose that account. So right there, TopStep has made $200 off of you. They mess up, they lose the account, and then what do? You restart it because you want that opportunity again. There's another $200. There's another $200. There's another $200, and it just, the cycle continues. Some people make it out. Some people stay in the cycle of I'm going to constantly be buying accounts, which is fine. Yeah, Snowman. I read that as well. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to create this so quickly. Is just to make sure it doesn't go away. Message on YouTube right now. Will the system remember the trades and the way you trade? Oh, I saw that come through, but I've been live, so I didn't have a chance to reply. Will the system remember the trades and the way you trade? It'll track everything over here up to 50. Like when you get enough, this will be a scrollable wheel, but you also can email yourself the trades if you wanted to. And then on the back end, the user portal, it's going to track what you talked to it about. And when you click took this trade, it's going to log it. If you click did not take, it's going to log it. Or if you just don't click anything, it won't log anything. So that's going to advance as we go. But right now, it's just, we're early stages, and I'm doing a build out kind of on the fly as we go. So there's a lot more that's going to come to it. Use funded accounts to fund your personal accounts. Yeah, exactly. That's how you should do it. The best piece of advice, I posted a video on this, I think it was yesterday, is you get one account and you get a payout. And then with that payout, you get 4 more accounts. And then you come up in here and you have all of them copy trade each other. So if you have 5 accounts that are all money accounts, not combine or evaluation phase accounts, and you make $200 a day, like this trade right here, close it out. 193, call it 200 bucks times 5. That's $1,000 that day you made. Do that 5 days a week. Do that 3 days a week. You're making $3,000 a week, $12,000 a month. So that's the real play. Get one account, get a payout, prove to yourself you can do enough to get a payout. Once you have that payout, buy 4 more accounts. You can do that here. You can do that on Apex. You can do that on any platform you want. Set up copy trading, and then goal, make $200 a day on 5 accounts, $1,000 a day. Make $500 a day on 5 accounts, $2,500 a day. Do it 3 days a week at $500 a day times 5. You know, you're making $7,500 a week, $30,000 a month. Best time to trade XAU. I don't trade it regularly anymore, but just regular gold like GC and MGC, I do during the Asia session. It's just what I prefer. Yeah, bank that. That's a good strategy too. I get that. Metatron is what we're going to do is eventually it's just expensive to integrate live charts. But is what I really would like to do is when you come in here and you have a new chat, instead of having to upload charts, you could just say, give me the analysis for MNQ right now. And it will then, the APIs will go and call from bar chart. But bar chart wants right now $215 a month to start. And I just don't know how many people are going to use QuantCrawler. When we get more than 20 subscribers, we'll have enough to offset the cost to supplement or to affirm to me, that we can make that investment. And then we'll have that integration where you don't have to do charts. But until we get to that point, I'm not going to preset it up, and just spend money just to spend it. I just want to make sure that this is going to work. People are going to like it. We get 20 subscribers, 25, 30, whatever. The API calls back and forth every month are with bar chart are probably going to be around $400. So when we get to break even, we'll make that investment. I'll get it implemented, and that would be the case, is that you wouldn't have to do charts unless you want to. You could upload charts, but if you just tell it to go get it, it'll just go get it for you. Sanji, it'll work for anything that you put a chart into. But when it comes to the real live data, when we implement that, it's not going to, it's only going to pull futures on the live charts. But you can put any chart into it. You could put crypto, you could put whatever you want. James, of course, anytime, man. And Theodore, you're welcome. Anything you need. The actual app at QuantCrawler.com will be up by Monday. Metatron, I tried testing that, but I didn't realize this. There is a limitation on the back end for the API calls on personal accounts. So I had to actually set with two different AI models. I had to tie into their APIs and I had to fund them. Not a lot. They're not expensive, but yeah. I tried to do that with just a personal account, but it made me upgrade. So I was working on that. Historical data through TopStep using Python. That would be a good approach. I didn't think about that actually. But if I get historical data, BL, what if I want to pull like live current, like right now? Would I essentially be able to do the same? Because if so, then maybe that's a route I look at. You're welcome, Sanji. Gracie, it'll be this weekend. I'll make a video. If you guys are subscribed to my channel, you'll get a notification when I put a video out. If you turn them on, and I'll get that set up. Ryan, I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, BL, I'll look into that after I end this live stream, because if I can do that and there's that integration there, that would be whatever is cheapest. That's all I care about. Because if I could figure out a way to have that happen, then I would charge $4.99 for QuantCrawler, which would essentially just be the API calls back to the AI models. I just need to figure out how to get live data. If I can get live chart data in there, the only reason it's $9.99 right now is because I think I'm gonna have to pay for bar chart. I looked at like 8 different programs and websites the other day, um, and I couldn't. All of them say futures data coming soon. The only one that's confirmed by Reddit and Twitter or X, everything is bar chart. So that's why I kind of settled on that. But if there's another way, I never thought about what you're saying. So I'll look into that because like I said, if I can figure that out, then it won't be $9.99. It'll be $4.99. Um, I also too like I just have to think ahead of like if it gets to a point where there's 150 subscribers and people are actively using it, the API calls are up, the everything is up, so the costs increase over time. So it's like if I do $4.99 now, that's good for 20 people. $4.99 a month is not good for 200 people because there's not enough with the interaction. Like eventually the subscribers would outpace the cost and then I would just be out of pocket. The goal is just to be not me be out of pocket. I don't want to lose money to make money, or for other people to make money. I don't mind a little bit. I'll take a little bit of a loss. It's part of business, but I don't want to be, I don't want to have $5,000 a month in API calls and things and integrations and things like that and making 500. That would be bad business for me. Yeah, Lorados, I will. They're all gonna. I don't delete anything off my channel, so all the lives are public and they'll be backed up. Anybody can go back and reference it. So that way, if in like 6 months I say QuantCrawler is going to be $89.99, you can say, "Hey, Aaron, remember on November 6th at 9:35, you said it wasn't going to be more than $10. You can call me out and clip it." BL, have you found any that have been, for lack of better terms, worth a shit? Because I haven't found any. AP, I appreciate that. Thank you. I try to be. I try to do good. Try to be good. All the fun stuff. Gracie, it's funny. I I've thought about that. I'm like, if people are truly using this and it's working for them, and like you're gonna make more than $10 a month. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna make more than $10 a month. So um I think it's easy to justify it. I'll have a Lambo when it's $89.99. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Snowman, I'll tell you this. When I get to the point where I'm charging $89.99, I will buy you a Lambo. Then we'll both have Lambos. And then we'll move the price to $119.99. And then we'll get 2 Lambos each. So that day will never come. I'll never have that price. But yeah. Yeah, Snowman loves his Lambos. We're just gonna keep getting them though. We're gonna be Lambo collectors. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, Goofy. I was thinking that, but I also the other way I could do it is I could do it in a token system, but I don't like token system stuff. I think those suck of like, oh, you don't have enough tokens to do this. Like reload your tokens. But truly for something like this, that actually is the best way because there could be 100 users and 10 of those 100 could be using $80 worth of data and somebody's going to pay $10 a month and use like 8 cents worth of data. So the token system really truly is the best way to run something like this, but I hate like you got to have enough credits to do this. You don't have enough credits. Reload your credit. Like I just despise that model. Um that's why I was trying to just find a cheap and affordable like $10 a month. I mean, you can't even go to Wendy's and get a meal for $10 anymore. So just try to find an affordable price. You take image shots at any point in the session and upload. Yeah, you can anytime, and you could do any chart. It's specifically set up for a 15, 5, and 1 minute chart, but you can do a 4 hour, 1 hour, and 30 minute if you want. Jason, all right, Jason, at $89.99, you get one too. So now I'm out because of this chat this morning, this live chat. I've now committed, and I don't delete anything. When I'm charging $89.99 a month, and we have over I don't know how many subscribers. We're not going to put a number on it. But when I charge $89.99, Snowman, Jason, and Skits gets one too. The Lambos. but only when I'm charging $89.99. Sanji, there's no limit. The limit is when I run out of API calls and have to refund the account, and it gets shut off at 1 in the morning because we hit our max and I'm asleep. So that would be the limit. Theodore, Theodore, yes, you get the yacht because you're probably going to skip the Lambo and just hold out. So we'll just get you a yacht, and then we'll drive our Lambos onto your yacht, and then you sail us around. Well, you're captain. You're not going to do it, but it's the expected legit. I use similar for my system admin. Even at 4, you can charge in blocks for those. Goofy, I get exactly what you're saying. Yeah, I hear you. I go back and forth on it though because you're right. Yeah, you're right. I've struggled with this though the last couple of days of like, how do you do it? Do you do a token system, a credit system, just simply based off usage? Yeah, you're right though. L. Hairston, I'm not getting rid of that one. But yeah, I see that. There's a lot of people who upgraded to for $20 to use the GPT bot. That's why on the new one, there's a 30-day trial as well when it rolls out. So that will cover the 30 days you paid for GPT Plus to be able to use that GPT. And then by the time that cancels, you'll already have this membership and it's only $10 a month, not 20. So I try to be mindful of that. That's why I gave a 30-day trial to everybody instead of just saying, hey, it's $10 more right out the gate. Everyone gets 30 days for free, which should cover that gap is my way of saying, hey, sorry, this is a better model and you can have that. Yeah, Jason, I know that, and it would be so essentially each each image that gets uploaded and processed on the back end is 2 cents per image. So each chat is 6 cents every time you upload 3. If we stay with the upload images model, the percentage or the money of course would be different if you're using integration and you have to do chart calls in real time. So it would it would have to be something like, and this is just random, it would have to be something like you get 10,000 credits and each one is 6 cent, like each one is 6 credits or something like you, it would be a massive thing, but it'd be, the problem is people who would sit there all day long and they'd be like MGC, MNQ, MES, ES, GC, and they would spam, 40 photos in X amount of time. That really drives that up. But then again, there's going to be, honestly, there's going to be people too that sign up for it that forget they even signed up for a trial. Then there's going to be a $9.99 charge. Then they're going to dispute it, ask for their money back. And so like, then there's that layer too. There's going to be people who just simply don't use it and they can't account for anything in those numbers. So, I mean, that's just part of business, I guess. But, um, there's a lot of variables. Andy, I got here late charging $89.99 for what? For Lamborghinis. When we get to a point where we have a product we've built on this channel where we decide to charge $89.99, I'm pretty much going to buy everybody Lamborghinis ever. Man, I think we're going to hit our take profit here. Or can you set it up so we use our own API key? Goofy, I could, but I just don't think a lot of the people who are getting started on this and beginners, I don't think they're going to have the know-how on how to actually integrate that. But that would work technically, yeah. Okay, BL, that sounds good. Yeah, I'll look for your email. It's down at the bottom. Mine is, and yeah, I'll happily chat with you about anything on that. I'd love to hear from you. Then the Lorados, yeah, I see that in Africa, so we can make money first and then price can go up. Yeah, price isn't going to go up. Sell my indicators 500 a pop listed in the Discord. Yeah, sell it for 1,000 a pop. Why limit yourself at 500 bucks, man? Token could be good, yeah. ZR, no one has access to this one yet on the website because the website's not live yet, but you can go to my other website, aaronandai.com, and just go to QuantCrawler right here, this tab, and then click it, and it'll pull you into ChatGPT with the one that I've built. So you could use it now, but it's not this exact one that's in this live video. Oh, there we go. Well, we still made 61 bucks. So this account right here is up 459 on the day. This one's up 459. So in total, we're up $920 on the day. I think that's going to be good. I'm going to be smart here. I'm going to all day lock myself out. No, actually, you know what? I'm going to just make sure that that doesn't. I'm pretty sure it goes just to trading day, but I'm going to lock myself out until 3 p.m. because I don't want to do any other trades. I don't want to risk any of our profit. This will secure it. That way at 2 o'clock, TopStep closes down and they track the day. They're down for an hour between 2 and 3. So our daily profit on each one of these will be 459. All we need to do is basically have 5 days of this right here, and then both of these accounts will move to funded accounts. So I'm just going to catch up on chat real quick. A 70s caddy is a yacht. yeah, it is. Get an old like 68 Impala. Thing's like 45 feet long. I'm grandfathered in for a Lambo. Yeah, everyone's grandfathered in for Lambos. Everyone in this chat right now. And I'll take a Urus. Okay, you got it. Yeah. You guys just put it all on my tab. Just remember, don't forget. From about the Lambo if it works. Simple scribe video walkthrough for you to make it. Yeah, Goofy, I know. I know what you're saying. I just think people I'll be nice. I just think people are inherently lazy. If they have to take an extra step, they're not going to want to do it, and then they're just going to move on. And maybe that's a good thing if they're not motivated to do it. But again, I know what you're saying. I just don't think adding an extra step, the easier I can make it, the better. And I don't think $10 a month is outrageous, but I get what you're saying though. You could just an added layer. You got to go find another video if you're not tech savvy. It could be a challenge, and then you just feel defeated, and you're like, I'm never going to have an opportunity to do this, and you move on. So that's my thought process. But maybe I'm wrong. Say no to over trading. Yep, I did. I'm done. Until Asia Gold. Jason. If anybody showed up late and they're seeing Jason, they're gonna be like, "Man, this guy is just in here selling stuff at insanely high prices." Hey, Sanji, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's always a good day when we go up 459 per account times 2. So, thank you, Skits. I'm glad. Hopefully, I taught you something today, or maybe you just enjoyed watching. Either way is good for me. Yeah, $10 isn't that much. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, Sanji, the best thing you can do is lock yourself out. If you're already up, every time I was happily with my own API keys. I gotcha. Yeah, I mean we're already up, so why risk it? So, um, I think I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. But I do think I'm gonna hop back on at 3 o'clock for Asia Gold. So I'll probably set that up, and yeah, probably be back on around 3 p.m. Pacific Standard, 6 p.m. Eastern. At least probably a short one though, probably only for an hour. Just because it's kid's birthday and all that. So do 3 to 4, see if we can get a quick Asia Gold, and yeah, we'll see what we can do. So appreciate you guys, and then I may or I'll be live tomorrow morning. We'll do tomorrow morning at 6:30 again my time. So 2,300 on the day between the two trades. Thanks, bro. Yeah, you're welcome, Jim. That's awesome. That's a heck of a day, man. That's a fantastic day. So I'm happy to hear it, and we'll hopefully get some Asia Gold wins this afternoon, and then we'll get some opening wins tomorrow morning. So I'll be back at 3 p.m. for at least an hour. I'll see you.